All right, without further delay, so we will start today RCPS SME training. Okay, so who going to participate for this RCPS SME training? So it's the product managers and the pre-sales, okay, from your company. All right, and first thing first. So what it means RCPS? RCPS Win Rate Certified Sales. Okay, and today we're going to talk about more product, okay, about SME and enterprise. So let me to introduce myself to everyone. My name is Aston Cole. I'm going to in charge Malaysia and Singapore market for the solutions wise, and I'm as a solution manager. Okay, so we are starting for first topic. There's a call switch. Okay, so before start with the switch topic, today the lunch time will be start on 12 p.m. until 2 p.m. For today, the trainings also need to prepare your laptop and phone, mobile phone. So we do have two exercise again for today's need you to experience for it. And the content for today's also will be covered by switch. Okay, we have a switch. The first content is regarding the switches. So we will talk about what kind of the SME switches we able to offer, okay, to our customer. Second topic will be the SME wireless. SME wireless will be have what kind of the product within the SME wireless AP can be proposed to the customer. And the third topic for today is about router and firewall. What kind of the SME router series and the firewall series able to propose to the firewall. And the next will be the e-lighten. Okay, after e-lighten will be the MMS and NAC, our this MMS software OCE, right? And the last will be the SME tender skill. Okay, so whole complete this section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, six section will be considered as a RCPS SME today. All right. So let's to start, okay, with the switch first. So normally, SME switches, we base from the quality. This is all of our core partner, okay, for work with our these switches branding before. And from here, you can see that, right? And like what is the processor from our switches we are using? You can able to see that these are all the manufacturer. We have been cooperation with them and come out with our these switches. And even though what kind of the fan for the brand we are using, like Delta, AVC, MB, or Nidus. Okay, all of them actually is our core strategy partner as well. Okay, and for the switch quality, basically from since 2024, Rayjet, we have been built one of the digital smart factory. Okay, it's located in the Fuzhou to fully to produce our MPS switches. So within this factory, right, everything is automate assembly, okay, without any of the humans here. So why we want to make this factory to automate to assembly for all of our this hardware, right? Because we want to make the hardware with the high precisions, okay, to make sure the faulty of the hardware when built from our factory, right, will minimize all the faulty rate. Okay, so in order that when we are using the automate assembly, right, so the communications for the cost the packet loss for the hardware itself, even though for solder the IC everything, right, is more better than without automate assembly. Okay, this is what we are going to share to show that from the comings since last years we have been a new digital smart factory we have been built in our this Fuzhou country. Okay, and even though for our this switch quality and reliability, right? So what we have been go through before, right? And we have been stress test our these switches to proving that our this quality is there. So what kind of the test we go through, right? And the first test we will talk about the as high acceleration live test. Okay, we say HOS. We are trying with maximum of the temperature 95 degrees Celsius, and even though for minimum of the temperature for the negative 50 degrees Celsius. And even though we have been trying some vibration tests with our these switches about 50 G. Okay, so this is one of the very standard, okay, to comply higher some giving some product
quality. Okay, everything's this information you can look for in our this switches database. And even though for this high temperature test and humidity test, we have been tested about more than 1,000 hours. Okay, for all the switch before we are launching in the market. And for the this next, I will going to show you the two product family. Okay, so for SME scenario, they do have the two product family. So you need to know how we are going to differentiate the scenario. So when we going to select the CS series, when we going to select the MBS series for the SME, okay, and for the left hand side, okay, let us to take a look with for the left hand side first. Okay, for left hand side first, this is all the CS series. Mostly we are going to focus for some of the enterprise cloud managed solutions. Okay, and the bigger boxes for this CS series is a CS88-8 model. Okay, CS88-8 model. So sorry, just join back. Okay, and for the next following switches is the full 10G switch. They come with the CS86. Okay, CS86, and the coming for the next will be the multi-G switches, also belong to CS86. And we have a full layer tray. Okay, full layer tray for 1 gig switches. Okay, and 10 gig switches is CS85. Okay, and access switch layer will be the CS83. PD, we can have a 2 power supply. When you saw this PD, right, which means the PoE power can have more than 1,000 watt. Okay, more than 1. Normal PoE 307. Okay, you can able to see that there's another model we call CS83 without PD. And the entry levels for our layer 2 plus switches is the 2915L series. Okay. And for this enterprise cloud managed switches, what we can be compared between the NBS, right? So these switches for the CS series is complete with all the enterprise features, like what the enterprise level features you need, or you are like the what we say command line, console port, okay, telnet, this all thing, right? Also complete with our this enterprise cloud managed switches, okay. And beside of that, you're also able to see NPS also functional for all the enterprise feature as well. Okay, but we are affordable price to the cloud managers. Okay, for this range. So for NPS built for this enterprise SME market, right? We also consider some what we say is the enterprise features like SMP, like multicast, all these features also available in our NPS series. But what is the differentiate between these two, right? First thing first, we are talking about console CLI. Right now, for our this NBS series, we do not support any console port and CLI. Okay, I understanding during your tender spec, maybe you need to match with other brand of this series. Okay, for the future in the market. So in order that why we want to cut down the console port and CLI right now, because right now we are finding that a lot of people is not using CLI, and even though for console port anymore. Okay, because everything is related about AI, everything is AI, especially AI diagnostic, okay, SON, this kind of a thing. Nowadays, already simplified entire of the configurations trend for the switches part. That's why even those what you can be easily to differentiate between the ES and NBS, right? Maybe you can base on the project sizing. Okay, some of the big project like university, largest company, governments, healthcare, 4-5 star hotel, you can go ahead to propose for the CS. This is what we recommended for you. Okay, and maybe for some of the SME 3-4 star hotel and small medium business, okay, company and retail chain stock, okay, for some of the business, you can propose for the NBS. Okay, so the NBS normally you're able to see that NBS also they have one of the industrial switch model, which we call RGNIS 3000 series. It is a part of the SME as well. Okay, And I don't know you are still remember for the industrial switch series, we have two series, NIS 3000 and NIS 2000. So NIS 2000 is fully for the SMB. Okay, NIS 3000 is fully for the SME. And for the next, okay, and all the just now, no matter it's a CS and MBS, all the series also can be supported by Reject Cloud as an optional. Optional. You know what it means as an optional? Because some of the customer, they're not forbidden. Okay, they are forbidden you to let them the network equipment to connect to the cloud. So what is the optional? You can go for it. So the CS switches and the MBS SNE series, right? They can be optional to choose whether I need to use the cloud. I don't want to use the cloud. Okay, you can be decided by the customer side. So if you don't want to use the cloud to manage all the switch, just leave it. You don't need to register the cloud. You don't need to add the serial number to the cloud as well. So the switch can be work as a traditional way, okay, for the switch functionality, everything. But cloud, actually, we want to highlight here, today's our cloud is a free platform. Even though today you have purchased only one unit, without any of the licenses, I give you the free cloud. Why I want to give you the free cloud? Because inside my cloud, I do have the self-organization network, okay? Mobile VLAN configurations, even though for remote maintenance, for configuration backup, simplify for ACL configuration, everything inside my cloud, even though for notification, this is what we call free MMS platform to your customer. Okay, once you purchase the hardware, this all the additional features as a free to you customer. Okay, this is what we highlight here, how we are going to approach our product to the customer as well. So let's to take a look with the MBS series advantage first. Okay, for MBS series advantage here, actually you can see that, yeah, this is the first thing. Okay, we want to highlight efficient batch configuration switch. So due to the SaaS, I don't know whether you still remember for yesterday or not. Okay, software defined policy, right? And our MBS support auto configurations to configure the VLAN for all the devices in the Reject Cloud, which means when we are going to compile with the traditional way last time, we are quite hardly to configure the switch, okay, from our side, especially when you are able to see here. Let's say this is a core switch. Okay, this is a core switch linked up with a lot of access switches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after that, the switcher will be connected to the AP, PC, printer, laptop, and so on. Okay. And what we are highlight here, ACN, right? ACN is one of the, what we say is the configuration VLAN configurator. Okay, configurator. Last time when we are mentioned, yes, this is a firewall. Maybe this is a firewall, this is a router. Okay. When we are going to configure the VLAN for traditional way, we want to go for this configure first. Okay, this configure first. After that, go to here, configure again, and again for everything. But nowadays, I think all the manufacturers, they are doing the easy job to everyone. They do have some similar like ACN features, but for some of the manufacturers, they are built for the switch level only. How about firewall level? How about router level? How about your AP level? Okay, we are talking about. Okay, when you create a new VLAN, definitely all these equipments you are going to involve to participate to train all the configuration in the one time. And ACN, how powerful our ACN, right? Today I will going to show you experience the ACN. Okay, I will going to show you the experience the ACN and how the ACN work for this VLAN. Okay, how to ACN to work for this VLAN. And first thing first, I will call out my handphone again. Okay, are you ready? Okay, please bring out your handphone again. And for those you just log in, just for my workshop, just go to the scan for today attendance. Okay, and for today, I will go in again to show you. Okay, I will go in again to show you how we can be complete the VLAN. Okay, how we can be complete the VLAN configuration. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Please give me some feedback. Are you ready? If yes, type 1 in the chat box. I want to see how many of you. 2 is not ready.
I need you to bring out your phone. Okay, open my this Rcps applications. Okay, so for those today you are just join my training, right? You need to experience the SON. For those that yesterday you have been try the SON, right? I need you to repeat again for the SON. All right, clear? Okay. All right, so let's to start. Okay, let's to start. I can see everyone is putting one. Okay, which means ready. Okay, ready. So how we are going to experience the SON? Okay, how we are going to experience the SON? Remember here, log into our this Rcps applications. Okay, Rcps applications from the top of the center point. Okay, from the top of the center point, they have a one demo. Okay, they have a one demo. Click on the demo again. Okay, click on the demo again. Because I believe yesterday the demo project you have created has been gone. Okay, all the demo project you're able to last for 3 hours only. After 3 hours, automatically will be gone. Okay, will be gone. So what is the next we are going to show you, right? So I think I select this. Okay, are you able to see the S&B general demo here? S&B general demo here. Okay. So if you can't follow, please type in the webinar chat box. At least you let me to know. Okay. So if you follow, please choose S&P general demo. Okay. Again, we start SON process. Again, okay. We start SON process. When you choose the S&P general demo, start SON process and click on this blue button. Okay. Click on this blue button, create a demo project. All right. And this what we're going to tell you, okay? And they will ask you to power up all the equipment, router, firewall, switches, AP, and etc. Okay. And after that, connect all the cable, LAN cable, fiber cable, everything. Connect together first, okay, for the devices. And wait for 3 minutes. Once you are wait for 3 minutes, you are done. Okay. Wait, to do some tuning here. Okay, after wait for 3 minutes, okay, you able to start it, okay, with the blue button again. From here, you press start, okay. When you press start, right, all the AP, right, will be broadcast one of the SSID, the Wi-Fi name, okay. The Wi-Fi name will be similar like Alliance Region M something, okay. Just make sure this, you're able to see this Wi-Fi name and click again for the blue button, okay, for connect. So the SON is processed 30 seconds. Wow. And what is the next? We just start. No clear. Voice not clear. Wait, let me check my voice again. Hello. Now okay. Okay. Now okay, right? Okay, thank you. All right. So for the project name, okay, for the project name, I recommend you put your name first. Okay, you put your name first. Okay, so this is a project name. So the second will be the management password. What is mean management password? Mean all the devices. Just now how many of devices we in the topology? About 10 plus of the equipment, right? So what is the password you are required to push to them? Okay, so you need to have what we say uppercase letter, lowercase letter, and numbering. Okay, make sure yourself you hit all the requirement here. Okay, so the requirement you need to have a lowercase letter first, uppercase letter, numbering, special character. Okay, more than 8 character. Okay, more than 8 character. Does not have any space. Okay, no space. No any space for your management password to all the equipment. And the end, everything's done. These two, your project name, password. You just click again for the blue button. Next. Okay, click for blue button. Next. And
the next, I will going to configure the router. Okay, we just skip it because all the while when we going to choose DHCP, they will auto get the IP address from the device they have been assigned. Okay, so if you're saying that you want to PPPoE yourself to the Unify message fiber, yes, you can be configure PPPoE with the VLAN. Okay, with the VLAN also can be done. But for today, we are going to choose DHCP only and click next button. Okay, next button. All right, and the last step is the Wi-Fi name. Okay, what is the Wi-Fi name? So the Wi-Fi name is mean what Wi-Fi name you want to use. Okay, so we will put your name again. Okay, which means the IP will be show Aston after you look for the AP to the Wi-Fi to connect. So you're able to see the Aston one Wi-Fi name. Okay, in the A, right? And what is the password for this Aston Wi-Fi name? Okay, so you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why I recommended put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Because the password need to have 8 character at least. And the minimum for 8 character, that's why I ask you to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. End up, save it. Okay, end up, save it. All right. Once you save it, done. Okay, you can see you have been added successfully for these configurations. So end up you can be next. You can see all the equipments can be online. Okay, all equipments can be online. All right. Are you able to follow? I think some of you is yesterday you have been done this exercise. So today we will more faster. Okay, even though you are not waiting for me, you can be complete your SON. How many of you not done yet? Please type 2. Let me to know. I see whether want to repeat or not. Right now, I only able to see I'm for you. I'm for you need to repeat again. How about other? How about other? Anyone need me to repeat again? I'm for you. Okay, I'm for you only. So how about other? They do have the about 90 people here. Okay, 90 people here. Okay, only I am for you is not ready, right? So I'm for you. Are you ready? Take out your phone already. You already know how to access here or not? So do you at these pages? I'm for you. Are you in this page right now? Hello, I'm for you. Okay, so if you are in this page, repeat again, go to demo. On top of the center, they have a demo button. Okay, click on this SMB general demo. Okay, click on this SMB general demo and skip for SON. Which means when you click skip for SON, which means they will direct go to the project already. You only go to the step. Okay. Because the next I will going to teach everyone using the VLAN, how to configure the VLAN easily. Okay, so you're able to see one of the SMB general demo already in your project. Okay, for all partner here today. So let us to follow up again. Okay, so just now you already arrived for these pages. So for the next, I want to teach you how easily we can create the new VLAN. Okay, create the new VLAN from the EG for the switches for the AP itself. Okay, how easily? All right, I need you to go to the basic. Let me check. Let me check here first. Okay, I need you to go to the. Let me see if it's changing or not. Okay, it's not changing. Okay, so I need you to go to scenario. You able to see scenario here? Scenario. Click on the bottom part. They have a one called scenario. Okay. Anyone's network planning. Okay, you go to scenario. All right. Anyone can't find scenario? Let me to know. Please type 2. Are you able to find scenario? Type 2. Okay. Make sure you are in the office scenario. Okay. Make sure you are on the office scenario here. Okay. Make sure you are on the office scenario. You log in again. Okay. Maybe you are in the front page. You need to log in this SMB general demo project. Okay. Once for Kenny, for Sharon, are you able to see this page? When you're able to see this page, are you able to see scenario on here? Bottom part, scenario for the bottom part. Okay, click on the scenario. Okay, when you click scenario, right, they're able to see network planning. Network planning. Okay, network planning here. Network planning here. Okay, click on network planning. You can see all the topology here. You can see your VLANs, you can see your IP address and more detailed information. Okay. Right now, we are trying to create one CCTV VLAN. Okay, CCTV VLAN for camera use. Okay, for camera use. So how we are going to add for CCTV camera? So you just need to click on this blue button, add. Are you able to see on top of it? Add. Okay, add. Just click add button. Okay, so maybe we will going to choose the wire because it's a CCTV, not related about the Wi-Fi. Okay, so you need to click on the wire. Okay, click on the wire, and wire, which means when you click wire, you click OK. Okay, are you able to follow or not? Go to the network planning. Okay, go to network planning, add. Okay, go to add. After add, choose wire and press OK. What is the thing you're able to see, right? So you're able to see there's a new wire setting. Okay, new wire setting. They have a wire name. So what is the wire name you want to put? So we try to edit as a CCTV. So for this VLAN 161 is the CCTV VLAN. Okay, it's a CCTV VLAN. And what is the next we want to do? Okay, what is the next we want to do? So the next we will go to add port. Are you able to see add port for the center part here? Center here, add port. When you click on the add port, click the add port, okay? Add port. You click the add port. So they will list out all the switches. Can you able to see? 7 switches here. Okay, 7 switches here, including the AP Wi-Fi port. Wherever the device they have a LAN port, they will come out in one time. Okay, so you can choose up to you. You can see a lot of empty port here. Okay, for those what we say the dark gray color. So you can click using your finger. You can click. Okay, which means this all port they are going to plug in the CCTV camera in future. Okay, and this all port will be automatic assigned to the new VLAN, CCTV VLAN. And for the second switch, you can be select. Okay, you can be simple to select few of them. Okay, not saying that need to follow me. You can be select maybe these switches, this port 7, up to you, any of the port. Okay, any of the port. And once you select done, okay, done. No need to select all. Just press simple up to you. Okay. I also just guess only. Okay. I don't want to. Okay. Once you done it. Okay. Once you done it, click OK. Then this is a summarize. You can see the summarize like what? This is a CCTV VLAN. VLAN ID is 161. The new IP range. Okay. And this is all the switches just now select. This is the serial number, port 7, port 9, port 8, port 10 will be plugged into the CCTV camera. Okay, and 7, 6, 8 also will be plugged into the CCTV camera. Okay, we also can be create the VLAN like for the HR. Okay, HR group, for engineer group. Okay, we can be create the multiple of the VLAN as well and assign the port to the particular of the laptop or PC. Okay, once the PC plug into this port, they will belong to this VLAN already. Okay, that's why today we just take some assumption for CCTV first. Okay, once you confirm everything, just save it. So my SaaS software defined policy will going to push from my cloud to all the equipments. They will automatic to help you to create the VLAN, create the trunk port, uplink, downlink, everything. Okay, you no need to configure your trunk port anymore. Everything will be automatically. Okay, this is what we can be done to up to this level. So end up you can see the CCTV VLAN has been done. Okay, have been occurred in your this network already. Okay, so this is how we are going to work with the very quick, okay, configuration about the VLAN. Okay, they will actually just now the configuration they will involve the router, call switch, access switch, everything. They will automatic to help you to configure the trunk, VLAN, everything within the equipment. Okay, this is the powerful for the network planning. Okay, so I saw they have one question. May I know before the SON, do we need to make sure that all the devices are connected to the internet? For the VLAN wise, okay, for the VLANs, for the network planning, right, you need to make sure your device is online. Okay, because when you configure for the offline, right, my cloud unable to software device to push the policy to all the equipment. Because my cloud is the AI brain, okay, AI brain, which means the AI will able to know what you want to do. They will based on your request, okay, then your requirements and push your what you want to all the equipment, which means the AI will be help you to configure all the thing. Okay, if you're saying that maybe the SON, right, SON can work for offline without internet, but this is what we call initial setup. Initial setup. Okay, when you when you work for this offline, right, without internet, right, definitely I think you're unable to see this network planning. Okay, they will tell you you need to connect to the internet, only can be work for this network planning. Okay, and how about the trunk port? It will be auto add VLAN to trunk port. Yes, just now I have been explained. Okay, the AI able to let you to know when you create this VLAN, all the switch link up with the call switch with the router, they will automatic to create the trunk port. And how about if I don't have gateway, I need to add the new VLAN in the uplink port? Yes, if you without the gateway, right? So with this network planning, they only will be applicable for access switch and the call switch level. Okay, this is what we call software defined. Okay, please take note. Okay, don't worry whether you have a gateway, as long as you have my switches. So when you work for this network planning, they will applicable for the switches part. Okay, without gateway as well. All right. So any questions so far? Okay, quite understanding, right, for the SASS about our this network planning. So it's very quick, straightforward to do the configurations for our this switches. So a lot of customers, they are still not familiar with our switch. They are still using the traditional way to configure the switch. End up, they are miss the trunk port, they are miss the VLAN, and everything is not run and call us back. Okay, Aston, please help. My network cannot be set up. But that's why today I try to educate for Rcps partner. So fully to utilize our SCN features. Since we have been built for you, why you don't want to use? Okay, because I think some of you has the experience to using our SCN is very quite helpful. Okay, to them to help for configuration. The ACN is not only to simplify your life, the ACNs also want to help you to achieve the zero human error. What do you mean zero human error? Because sometimes, even though I'm the very expertise in this IT networking field, right? Sometimes I also will be have a misconfiguration for some of the trunk port. I think you know, you have the experience, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, because I keep the type all the command. We keep setting all the command, but I will tired. When I tired, maybe I will forget. Just now I done before or not. This is what I experience. I've been shared to all of you. That's why the ACN right now is really to help me to reduce a lot of the job, because they also will be achieve the human zero error. So we won't go into any of the fault, okay, when we going to create a multi-VLAN within the bit switch to the switches or router. Okay, and secondly, the best, you can see some of the partner has been using ACNs. They are quite like these features a lot. Okay, and even though for this next, what we are going to show you for the this SME enterprise devices, we also support VLAN. Okay, just now you have been worked with our this ACN. The VLAN easy to deploy. Okay, and even though for LACP, our switches also support the LACP, which means we can have this link aggregations. Okay, which means these two link of the 1 gig can become 2 gig. Okay, link aggregations. Okay, we can be combine the link aggregation. The maximums we can be link aggregation total is a 8 link. Okay, 8 link become 1 link. Okay, 8 link become 1 link. Okay, this is what we are talking about here, LAN LACP. Okay, and IGMP snooping, which means focus for some of the multicast, especially for IPTV. Okay, so IPTV require a lot of multicast traffic, and for some of the CPP, yesterday has been mentioned. So CPP is like the what we say the protection for the CPU attack. Okay, this actually is very common. Okay, very common applicable for our this SMA switch. And for the stacking, okay, for the MBS stacking, few of the model they are support the hardware stacking, which means 2 switches can be stacked up to 1 unit switches. Okay, so what is the model able to support the stacking? Okay, what is the model able to support stacking? So from starting for 5,200 above MBS, MBS series starting by 5,200 above also support stacking. Okay, for MBS the maximum stacking can be come with 2 unit. Okay, 2 unit. So some of if you want to have a 3 unit, 4 unit model, right? So you need to select other model. Okay, you cannot select MBS 5,200 above model already. So for MBS, the stacking technology we call VCS. VCS. Okay. And the next we'll talk about CS series switches advantage. Okay. The next, what is the advantage about the CS series? Okay, first thing first, we are talking about the CS series, all the mechanism board, and they're built with the 2 startup chipset. Okay, what do you mean built by 2 startup chipset? They look like they do have the primary and secondary U-boot startup processor. Okay, means now when the first boot, primary boot, they're facing some problem or any of the what we say firmware crash or anything, right? We still have a secondary U-boot to start up the switches. Okay, that's why the hardware redundancies for this chipset we have been built in for the CS series. Okay, initiate to the CS 88, 86, 85, 83 series. Okay, even though for S2915 series as well. So this is what we are doing some extra compared with the MBS. And even though for what we say CS series, okay, CS series, I also very hard to channel. I keep tell Rui. Now it cannot tell Rui. Okay, we talk about SME, MBS, and SME CS series. So for CS series, normally the switches, the maximum, some of the model like 83, 2915L, there can be sustained 10 kV surge protection for the 9-inch strike. Okay, for MBS, maybe 6 kV. If I'm not mistaken, it's 6 kV. Okay, for the CS series 83 and S2915 can be tahan 10 kV surge protection. Okay, this is what we have been highlight in the SME solution as well. And for the switches part, actually also support some multi authentication scenario. Okay, like KP portal, okay, identity-based permissions and CCTV terminal. Okay, so what is the multiple of the authentication like for Capital? Maybe it support working as a portal like authentication like NAS. Okay, NAS. Okay, and for identity-based permission, right? And maybe the customer required to go with the some of the 802.1x radius COA authentication or DM authentication as well. And they're expected when the customer log in for the switches using the 802.1x radio authentication, the switch will be automatic assign the VLAN to the particular port. Okay, what do you mean dynamic VLAN assignments? Okay, for your this traditional understanding, some of the partner they don't understanding what it mean dynamic VLAN assign. Let's say this is the switch. Okay, what I'm talking about, right? This is a switch. And the switch maybe they have a 10 port here, 1, 2, 3, 10 port here, right? And what is mean dynamic VLAN assign? So when the customer plug in the laptop, okay, to this port, okay, what is the VLAN supposed from this laptop able to get? Normally for just now, the traditional way we are doing, can be assigned this port belong to which VLAN, right? For dynamic, which means this port is the dynamic VLAN. So everything is based from the user authenticate. When the user authenticate from this one of the server, they have a user database. Okay, user database. When this user log in, the user supposed belong to which VLAN. Okay, supposed to which VLAN. So this server will be tell the switch, this is the user using this login to the network. please assign the VLAN to this port. Okay, this is what we call dynamic VLAN assign. So when you need to work for this user database, everything, you need to work for OCE. Okay, you need to work for OCE. So that's why you need to work for our OCE. Our OCE as a centerman will be tell our switches to assign the VLAN as well. Okay, this is what we call. And also they have a dynamic ACL assignment. What does it mean? After the laptop login, they also will be assigned VLAN. They also will be assigned the ACL. You can base on some ACL assigned for this user to limit their this port rate speed. Okay, maybe you just allow him to 10 meg, 100 meg for the switches control. So this is what we call identity-based permission. And for those like the CCTV terminals, like the camera, right? So also able to based on the MAC address to do the authentication, okay, to strengthen up your switch security. Okay, this is what we are highlight here. And for this, we have been complete about the fully enterprise features. Okay, and they do have a question here. Okay, I recommend us to change the management VLAN 1 to other VLAN management devices. Okay, same like Meraki, that's cost 1,000. Okay, and for those like the ACN, normally we recommended using VLAN 1. Okay, so instead you want to using other VLAN also can be done. Okay, you need to have a traditional way again to configure. Okay, because you want to go to which of the switches to change their management VLAN from VLAN 1 to VLAN 2 maybe. Okay, and for the next question, how to configure the LACP and requirement, what kind of the devices? The LACP for the link aggregations always will be see between the switch to switch. Because the LACP is not only increase the bandwidth between the switch to switch, they also cover by two links. When one link down, another link will be still continue to service, okay, to your customer scenario, okay, environment. Another of the one of the LACP always will be see in the server side, okay, because server side also maybe they need to have a two LAN port work together with the switches. They will going to create the LACP as well, okay. And for complete of the enterprise features here, what things else we can be do, okay, like QoS. Okay, we can be complete to assign the traffic QoS based on the switches. Okay, and we can be have a IP routing, like the support the dynamic routing like ISIS, BGP, PBR, GR, EVPN. This one also applicable for our enterprise features as well. And the most important thing right now, I think a lot of devices starting to support IPv6. Okay, IPv6 and our enterprise SME devices is ready for IPv6, okay, and multicast, okay, for the IGMP, PIN-SPA, MSDP, and NLD as well. Okay, and the most important things, our this SME, especially for CS series, we are run with our own RGOS. Okay, we do have our OS, so we call RGOS. Right now, our RGOS already 12 version. Okay, 12 version have been compared with the 20 years past back. Okay, we are starting from the version 1. Right now it's a version 12 already. So for RGOS 12 versions, you can see a lot of features we are able to support, like spanning tree, MAC, okay, and ACL, MFPP, ArtCheck, host patching, okay, and host standby for the VCS, right? Web interface, SSH, Telnet, password encryption, routing protocol, all these things actually is enterprise features can be support in our this RGOS 12.x version already. And our this want to highlight our this command line with our RGOS also can be supported by console, and quite similar for some of the industrial leading, okay, command line as well. Okay, almost 80% approximate like our C brand. Okay, in the which mean for those you are very familiar with our C brand command, you can be carry my this RGOS easily. Okay, at least 80% all the commands similar like C brand as well. Okay, and for heighten the management for the hardware itself, you're able to see that from the requirements for all the ways for the customer is looking for some SMP, CLI, web, telnet, and other mode. Okay, this is a management method, okay, for the switches for traditional way as well. And last time before the cloud, okay, we are very hard to configure for the switch. We need to know CLI. Okay, And slowly, the CLIs, they come with the telnet. Okay, because the CLI you need to have a special console cable, only can be configured the switch. Okay, but end up it's not very convenient. Every time we need to go to the in front of the switch to do the configuration. After that, they come with the telnet. So the telnet, right, you can be telnet from other place to the switches to do the CLI configuration. And slowly, they will start with the web control CLI. Okay, which means nobody will using the CLI. They come with the very beauty CLI, the GUI for the web to let you to configure. Everything is a graphical, click here, click there to do the configuration. And SMP, okay, slowly they come with the SMP again. Okay, what is the function of the SMP? SMP is the one of the protocol to make the device to communicate with the third-party management software. So the SMP can be using third-party management software to do the monitorings, okay, for the devices or some minor configuration to the devices as well. Okay, so even though for SMP, there can be provide some hardware help status, okay, in one of the visualization work together with the third-party MMS software as well. Okay, this is what we are mentioning here. And this RGOS, okay, this is our RGOS. Okay, I've been share you the experience similar the operation command line experience with the C brand. Okay, C brand. And in order that for your engineer easy to pick up my RGOS, you have the C brand certified, no problem. Okay, you can be easy to configure my switches. And end up, I will going to show you the switches mapping. So for those in the market for the CS series, okay, especially CS, so we do have the CS 88, 86, 85, 83, 2915 model. So this is all of our model right now for CS. And this is for MBS. Okay, for MBS. MBS series, we have a 7K, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, 2 and 5001. All right. And mostly all these model, right, we will going to compare with all the C brand, A brand, and H brand here. Okay. So this is our switching mapping, okay, for this table for the A brand and H brand as well. And for the MBS series product family, mostly what we are recommend you to design the network for your customer, right? Mostly for the core switch layer, we recommend you put some MBS 7000 series or MBS 6000 series. Okay, and for the aggregation switches, you can be choose our MBS 5500. Okay, and the 5500 by default they also with the 10G uplink. Okay, 10G uplink downlink, so you can have a aggregation switch layer. And for access layer for 1 gig solution, we are talking about 1 gig. Okay, 1 gig solutions for the uplink, so you can choose a MBS 5100 for the access switch. Okay, if you require PoE, go with PoE, or you can choose MBS 5200. This come with the 10G. Okay, the 5100 is belong to the 1G uplink. The 5200 belong to the 10G uplink. And for multi-G switch, you are required some multi-G switch for Wi-Fi 7. Okay, Wi-Fi 7. And you need to have a 10G uplink. You can go to select our MBS 3300. And even though for some of the harsh environment, you can select the industrial switch NIS 3100. As today I mentioned here, for all the MPS, they are support the OCE also, okay? Because they are a part of the SME product portfolio. And for the typical network recommendations for the 1 gig, okay, as you can see here, and the 1 gig backbone, okay, let's say the smaller office, we are talking about smaller office. Okay, this is a little bit quite high requirements for certain of the enterprise office, but for smaller office, how? Okay, the smaller office, you can be look for this combination, like can be choose the core switch layer as a MPS 5200, okay, core switch layer. And for the access layer, you can be choose MPS 5100 because this is a full 1 gig solution. Full 1 gig solution for the backbone for the customer. If you're saying that the backbone require the 10G for the small office, okay, small enterprise office. So maybe you're able to look for this MPS 5500 as a core, as the core switch. And access switch, you can be look for the MPS 3300. Okay, 3300. All right. These are willing to provide the 2.5 gig port for the gadget. Okay, for the gadget or AP Wi-Fi. And for Malaysia, especially for Malaysia market and Singapore market, we cannot compare with the China market. When they are looking for the SME office network for China market, maybe it's more than 10,000 people already. But for Singapore and Malaysia market, when we are looking for SME office, right, mostly the most one is 300 people, 200 people. We are considered very big already, you know. 100 people, 200 people, also very big already for the SME office scenario market. That's why this is what we can be see, okay, what we can be proposed to the customer. And for some of the typical, like what we say is, you need to have a 10G backbone. Okay, the core switch you need to have a bigger chassis, so you can go ahead with our MBS 7000 series. Okay, for education, definitely is a 10G. Okay, full 10G, and access layer will be the 5200. Okay, this is a recommended like concurrent client like 2400 people, 4800 people. You can go ahead about this. So for no matter it's a office scenario, hotel scenario, factory scenario, you can base from a different of the design to propose to your customer as well. Okay, and this is all the Ray switch family. Okay, for the SME. All right, and how to classify the MBS series? So this is one of the table easy to let you to classify to for the customer. This is a art table. Okay, this is the art table. What does it mean art table? Art table which mean is our devices. Okay, within the network devices, let's say it's 8,000 above, go with the MBS 7000, 4,000 above, go with the MBS 6000, 2,000 above, which means you can be select all this range. Okay, 2,000 below, you can go with this model, okay, for the SME market. And for the CS series, okay, for the CS series, so this is a typical topology design for the CS series. So as you can see for the SME and enterprise for the school hotel, right? And able to see that you're able to see that from here they have a core switch CS88. All right. And maybe they require some server switch, server farm switch. We are talking about server farm. Okay. And for the gadget like AP, PC, laptop, okay, photostat machine, and everything is belong to the access switch layer. Okay, you can choose CS83. This is a full 10G. Okay, full 10G. For CS series, normally when we build for the network to the customer is mostly is the minimum entry also 10G. Okay, 10G. And some of the special model maybe like S2915. The maximum of this model is also is the 2.5G. Okay, 2.5G. All right, 2.5G as an uplink and downlink as well. Okay, so that's why you can see when we want to use 86, when we want to use 83, 85, okay, this is a general proposal to the customer as well. So core switch, which means CS88, and application switch is 86, 85, right? And access switch is 83 or 2915. Okay, 2915. This is a model available in the CS series. And more detail to let you to understand for CS88 series, they come with the 1G, 10G port, okay, 40G port, 100G port, okay, 1G, 10G, 40G, 100G port, okay, this you can be choose 88 series. 86 series, we do have come with 10G full fiber, okay, 10G full fiber, and multi-G switch, okay, for the copper port 2.5G, 5G, 10G as well, and supply the PoE bus. Okay, so this is 86. Okay, 85 which means it's a full layer 3 switch, come with the 10G uplink and 1G for the access port. Okay, 1G for the access port. And 83 is the access switches, access, okay, access switch. So even though access switch, we also provide layer 2, layer 3. Okay, we do not have any layer 2 switch in the CS series, which means in the market for the C brand, A brand, when there are layer 2 switches pricing, okay, the price can be get our L3 switch already. Okay, for this access switch CS83. So this switch also come with the 1 gig plus 10 gig uplink. Okay, 1 gig plus 10 gig uplink for the CS83. And for the entry level for the L3 light layer 3 access is our 1 gig plus 2.5 gig uplink switches. Okay, please take note, all these switches they also can be do the stacking. Okay, that can be stacked. Okay, 2B1, 3B1, 4B1. Okay, depend the model. Okay, for 2915 about the stacking, cannot stack. Okay, 83 series can stack up to 4 unit. Okay, 85 also 4 unit. All right, 86 2 unit.
88 can be stacked up to 2 units. Please take note. Okay, please take note. Right? And this is a table to let you to know how to classify the series. Okay, when we go into what kind of the model they can be classified in what kind of the situation. And for we have a bottom part, maybe it's based on the speed uplink. Okay, speed uplink. This is the speed uplink about you need to 1 gig, you choose this model. Okay, 10 gig, you choose these two model. All right, 40 gig, you choose this model and this model, even though for this model as well, for 40 gig. Okay, and in terms of the uplink speed, you can be based from the features, okay, like OSPF, BGP. Okay, these are dynamic features available for different of the model as well. So if you require the OSPF, please choose the layer 3 above. Okay, if you require the BGP, please choose this 83 above. They are going to support BGP. Right, end up I have this comparison features table for the enterprise grade switches. Okay, easy to let you to understand how many of the MAC address, ARC table, okay, and routing table they're able to do it. Okay, so the recommendation, if you don't understanding too much about MAC address and this ARC table, you can look for this. Okay, 20,000 people use this, 6,400 people use this. Okay, this model. We have been doing some very basic comparison table for our TCS enterprise grade switches. And for typical setup for the network CS series as for 10G backbone for the core access network. So we recommended you using CS86 as a core, 83 as a access level, okay, access switch. Okay. And if you the access switch, you need to have a PoE power, you need to choose this model. If you normal without any PoE power, just choose this. Okay. And for 10G backbone and multi-G switch core design, okay, so you require to use the 86 again, full 10G for the fiber as a core. And the access switch, maybe you can choose CS86 for multi-G access. Okay, so for multi-G access, we do have the 24 port, 48 port. Okay, based on different of a model. They're also able to supply the PoE power. Okay, so this is recommended like about 6,400 people without any problem. Okay, for Wi-Fi 6E scenario, Wi-Fi 7 scenario, and even though for K-12 school, okay, you can go for this typical network recommended for 10G backbone or 10G backbone plus multi-G core access network. Okay, and for the last, okay, for the CS series, for our this 10G backbone is our core aggregation layer. Okay, and you can be proposed the core switch CS86, 88, sorry, as a core. And this aggregation layer, you can be proposed CS85. Okay, CS85, and you can be extend to the access switch like CS83. Okay, they do have the non-PoE and PoE. Okay, based on what is the requirement from your customer. This today I'm sharing about the CS switch. And the last, we'll be going to teach you how to read the naming rules about our this MPS switch and the CS switch. MPS switch definitely we take note this one you need to take note we in the exam. Okay, MPS switch is stick for new business switches. Okay, MPS stand for new business switches. So basically for the first digit is we are talking about, you can see normally you can see 3, 5, 6, 7. So 3, 5, 6, 7 is mean 3 which mean they have a 1U fix. The switches is a 1U 1U slot, okay, is a fixed switches in layer 2, switch. And starting with 5, which means the switch is layer 3 switch, 1U phase, okay? And 6, which means the switches is layer 3, but it's 1U modular. Do you know what is mean modular? Anyone know? What is the naming here? Modular. Anyone can explain? Lego. How Lego? Left, right, up, down, or anything? Okay. Left, right. Yes. Lego is left, right. Line cut. Okay. Some of people is talking about line cut. So we also have some chassis switch, layer 3 switch. Okay. What is mean layer 3 switch? Chassis. I will show you the overview picture first. For you to understand, right? Okay. So for modular switch, this is our modular switch. Okay. Which means these switches, right? Left and right. There can be hot swap and plug. Okay, hot swap and plug, which means what is mean hot swap? Without power off, direct unplug. No need to power down the switches, direct unplug with this 4 module. Okay, this 4 module, they have a different of the design characteristic. Okay, like this is come with the 16 GT 8 FFP 2SX. Okay, and I will teach you later on for this. Okay, and for chassis switches, it's mean like this. Okay, the modular of this chassis switch, they're chained by the line cut. Okay, this line cut can chain, this line cut can chain, this line cut can chain. Totally 6 line cut can be undetected. Okay, undetectable from this chassis switches, and you can be swapped with any of the combination by this line cut. Okay, that's why from the beginning for this naming rules, I'm going to introduce to you like just now. You can see from the starting for the 6, okay, which means 6,000. 6,000 is modular switch, 7,000 is a chassis switch, okay, 5,000 is a 1U layer 3 fixed switches, okay, 3,000 mean is the layer 2 1U fixed switches. And secondly, we look for the another second digit and the third digit here, okay. This is represent what? Port grade. Which means when the switch starting with 10, which means all is 1 gig port. All is 1 gig. Okay, all is 1 gig port. Okay, all is 1 gig port. When starting with 20, which means they have a combination 1 gig port and 10 gig port. Okay, easy to let you to recognize. And then starting with 30, which means they have a 2.5 gig port with 1 gig and 10 gig port. Okay, no problem. So they have a question, mini chassis in 1U. Okay, line cut. May I know what is the use case is for the modular switch? Okay, the use case for the modular switch, right? Sometimes maybe customer saying that you can see very funny one. You want to compare with mapping with the customer switches. Maybe they have a 10 RJ45 port, another 8 10G fiber port, another of 2 1G fiber port, right? So you're unable to match with this kind of the requirement. So you can look for the modular switch. The modular switch, right? At least they will tell you how many port the port classification they do have. Okay, that's why let me to finish the table first. And the last digit is represent means the switches itself. 0 which mean no any module. Okay, 2 which mean the switch that can be chain 2 card. Okay, 3 which mean there can be chain 3 card. 6 will mean there can be chain 6 card. 6 card. Okay, so the last of the classification, like the port specification, normally you can see that is a 16 GT, okay, and 4XX. This combination, right, is belong to this. Okay, it's belong to this. So normally you can see F is the fast Ethernet. Okay, how much the speed for the fast Internet? Do you know what is the speed for the fast Internet? Hello, 100, fast lah. Definitely fast. Okay, fast is a 100 meg. Okay, 100 meg, 100 Mbps. Okay, and
How about gigabit internet? One gig, okay, 1 gig, 1 gig, okay. Normally, when you're able to see FGT, right, this is a fiber or copper? Fiber or copper? Yes, copper, copper, okay. And how about gigabit FFP? How many gig? Fiber? 1 gig fiber, yes. 1 gig fiber. Okay. How about 10 gigabit internet ST? ST, what does it mean? 10 gig copper, yes. Okay, 10 gig copper. These are quite standard for all the manufacturer, even though you can see other manufacturer, they are using FGT, FFP, ST, and SS. Okay, how about SS? SS is mean 10G fiber. Okay, 10G fiber. And sometimes maybe you're able to see like stretch, okay, stretch, something that stretch like this. Okay, what does it mean? Okay, it means it's a combo port. Combo port. Either you choose this or choose this. Okay, either one. You cannot use both. When you use this, you cannot be use this anymore. Okay, this is what we call combo port. And the last digit will be the P is a normal PoE, LP is a low power PoE, and UP is a up power PoE, and HP is a high power PoE. Okay, this is a PoE standard. Why SFP? What do you mean SFP? Where you're able to see SFP? Okay, normally how you are able to remember for this, right? You know what is mean X, right? For the Roma meaning X is 10. Okay, 10 gig. Okay, 10 gig FFP is mean. All right. So it's a SS. Normally we call SS, right? And right now we are take a look with the another of the this NIS series. Okay, for the NIS naming rules for the NIS is starting from 3. Okay, 3 which mean is the L2. Okay, L2 1U fix. Okay, the second of the 2 digit is a gigabit. Okay, gigabit, and 0 is mean non-modular. Okay, and the beginning, the medium of this combination for the port specification is the number plus the specification is they have only have GT and FFP. Okay, only have GT FFP. And the power right now for NIS 3000 is only have a high PoE. Okay, high PoE. All right. And the last for the CS8 series naming rules. Okay, CS8 series naming rules. So from here you can see they have a CS 83. Okay, they have a CS is stand for cloud managers, and they have a CS 85, 86, 88. This is the right now model. Okay, right now model we have 83, 85, 86, and 88. Okay, so you can see based on the difference of the number, meaning is in what kind of the standard of the switches, access layer, aggregation layer, or core switch layer. Okay, and based on the GT, just now I've been go through with you, right? GT, ST, but for CS series, maybe sometimes you're able to see some funny like SMG, okay, QSX, okay, VS, this kind of thing. What does it mean? VS which mean 25G fiber. Okay, QSX means 40G of fiber. Okay, even those you can see CQ. CQ is a 100G fiber. Uplink, we are talking about fiber link. Okay, and the next I'm going to show you is a PoE, LP, HP. This is a quite standard. Okay, and the PD as well. Okay, they have some special PD PoE power, which means this is the power module power supply. Which means the power supply can be unplugged, okay, can be dismantled and installed back with this switcher as well. That's why normally when you're able to see PD for this power supply, they're able to provide maybe it's a 700 watt, 700 watt, or even though up to 1400 watt PoE power to the equipment. Okay, this is a quite high end of the switches. They come with the PD. Okay, so let's to have a quick review back again for just now the page. Okay, that's why just now we have been learned for about this what it means M7, right? And the classification about the port normally will be like this.
Okay, again, this means 24 GT, which means 24 copper, 1 gig, and they come with the 24 fiber, okay, 1 gig, right? And 2 more 10 gig fiber port. Okay, this is how we are going to rate for one of the switch, how many of the port they do have. Okay, like this is a 48 1 gig fiber port and 2 10 gig fiber port. Okay, this is how we are going to recognize, okay, based on all the model. Okay, any questions so far? So very clear, right? So that's all for the switcher part. Okay, that's all for the switcher part training. Okay, and the next, okay, and the next I will try. I still have a half hour here, so the next I will going to move on to the Wi-Fi SME Wi-Fi solutions. So for the SME Wi-Fi solutions, as you can see here, so we will go through the two product family again. Okay, so for different of the scenario here, so when we going to choose, okay, to the enterprise and the SME Wi-Fi. Okay, so from here you're able to see that we have the standard AP series, we have the IP series. Okay, for those. Okay, for both, and for some of the big project like university, large company, governments, healthcare, luxury hotel, so they require some complete enterprise software features. Okay, even though they need to have a stability design and cloud management and local management, you can be proposed our AP series. Okay, if the customer maybe is 3 or 4 star hotel, small size, medium business company, retail chain store business, small government, you can propose our IP. Okay, the IP they also have an enterprise features capability, and the most important thing compared with this is price affordable. Okay, also can be cloud manageable. Okay, and we take a look with the AP series enterprise Wi-Fi first. Okay, and region networks, I think this everyone will be very familiar about this, right? We have been since December 2023 from Gartner source, region networks, we have been capture the entire of the enterprise Wi-Fi market 12.12%. Okay, 12.2%, 12.2% compared with all these bigger box. Okay, and for this is the reporting. Okay, how many of in 2000s that during the time, how many of the quantity we have been sell in the market as well. So it can be easy to find from the Gartner source. Okay, and the most important thing for the enterprise AP series, all the whiles the enterprise chipset is using Broadcom Qualcomm, and the AP have been comply with this Wi-Fi Alliance, okay, as an enterprise certified Wi-Fi technology, and our this AP also using the RGOS. Okay, the command is similar like the C brand. Okay, for industrial leading. Okay, for the C brand as well. And this is all the AP series family. Okay, for the enterprise. So we do have the on top left hand side, there's a ceiling, there's a wall type, wall mount AP. So they have AS3000 Wi-Fi 6 and AS1800 Wi-Fi 6 as well. Okay, this also support PoE out. This no PoE out. Okay, please take note. Both of them also come with the 4 LAN port. Okay, 4 LAN port. So you can be easily to do the extend to the IPTV, IP phone, and laptop use purpose. Okay, and for the next is a ceiling type AP. This is all the ceiling type AP right now for the AP series. So we do have the Wi-Fi 6E, okay, and Wi-Fi 6 high density 6000, 3000 series, okay, 2400 series throughput for the Wi-Fi 6, and entry level for the Wi-Fi 6 1800 throughput, okay, and Wi-Fi 5 model. Okay, Wi-Fi 5 model. These are all is a ceiling type model. And we have an outdoor 3 model for the outdoor. This is the directional antenna. Okay, directional antenna AS2400 throughput. AS3000 throughput is the omnidirectional, which means 360-degree coverage. And we also have the high density
omnidirectional Wi-Fi 6 AP, okay, for the outdoor. Okay, it's come with the 4x4 antenna. It's belong to the S6000. Okay, and for the coming years, we are going to have a replacement for the WS6008. So the replacement for the next model for the 6008 will be the controller is the WS6012L model. Okay, 6012L model. So this will be going to launch, I think, August. Okay, August. Please take note. Okay, for all of our this partner. So this controller is a wireless Wi-Fi controller on Prime. Okay, so on Prime controller, so they can be do the stacking. Okay, have a redundancy stacking. Both of the model also can be done. Okay, these are for some of the high requirements customer. There can be maximum support 1152 AP. This one can be 448 AP only as a maximum. Okay, and for the Radiant Enterprise product specification, as you can see, this is the all more detail about our this series about AP. So as you can see, the indoor AP series and the outdoor AP series, and even though for the wall plate AP series. So what you want to take notice is about the antenna. Sometimes they require 4x4. So this is all the models support the 4x4 antenna. Okay, and this is their maximum throughput for the AP. Okay, and how about the input port speed? How many port they do have? How fast the speed they do have? This is the 1 gig 1 port. Okay, these come with the two LAN port. Okay, you can see they have one is the 5 gig port, another one is the 1 gig port. Okay, similar with the 880, same they come with the 2 port. And for the outdoor AP, this only come 1 port only. This come with 2 port, and this is a 4 port. Okay, for the wall plate AP. Okay, and some of them also come with the fiber port. Okay, some of them come with the fiber port as well. Okay, and some of them also support PoE out power. Okay, PoE out power. Please take note. Okay, even though for the wall AP, this one also support PoE out. And some of the enterprise features we are talking about, like authentication. In the market, you're able to know radius authentication, to the one is PPSK, UPSK, hotspot 2.0, web authentication radius. Okay, these are quite common enterprise features in the Wi-Fi world. Okay, in the Wi-Fi world. And even though some of the customer they need to the AP itself, they do have some security like WIDS, WIPS, right? So RayJ Wi-Fi series we are supported. Okay, for these direct virtual AP authentications. And even though for the performance, what we say the RM, correction link, dynamic QoS, everything is available in the AP series. And HA, okay, HA we are talking about the stacking of the Wi-Fi controller, CPU protection for the CPP, network fundamental MFPP for the Wi-Fi controller. They are available for this AP series. Okay, and how the hardware AC for the controller work with the AP. Okay, they are using the cat tunnel. Okay, we are using the cat tunnel. We have some RIPT to have some redundancy if the hardware failure, AC failure, so the AP can be work as a normal. Okay, we also have the hot upgrade solutions for cover some like SMP, third-party monitoring, all these things also available in the enterprise features. And the 880L model, yeah, this is a ceiling type AP 880L model. So it's come with the Wi-Fi 6E. So it's ultra high performance for this model and flexible for this 1. combo port. Okay, 1G, 2.5G, 5G combo port. And they also supply the optical port. Okay, support some optical port. And this is the most high density ultra performance for the AP series, okay, for the Wi-Fi 6E. And the most important thing, the comparison between the AP series with the RAP, right? AP series, most of the model, they also support the Bluetooth 5.1. Okay, Bluetooth 5.1, which means they can be worked for some Bluetooth scenario. Okay, the Bluetooth like the tagging, like you need to have your own software to write in with work together with this Bluetooth as well.
And this model also comes with the USB 2.0, and there can be one of the port with the PoE out to the power up some of the IoT devices. And this is the more detail about 840L. So it's a come with the AX5400. It's a Wi-Fi 6 model, dual band, and they also have suitable for some of the high density scenario like studio area, like banquet hall area. So because built by the 6 special stream for this AP840, and they also come with the support with the 1.1 gig, 2.5 gig, 5 gig of the combo RJ45 port and one of the fiber port as well. Okay, and this is the medium level for the Wi-Fi 6, the AP820LV2, and this is a little bit special between this dual band. The dual band from this AP, right, can be changed to 2.4 plus 5 gig, okay, 5 gig band. And it also can be worked with 5 gig band plus 5 gig band. Okay, which means 2.4 can be shrink to 5 gig. Okay, a little bit special design. Okay, and especially for the project, we always like to use this model because in the market for other competitor, they a lot of them they unable to shrink from 2.4 to 5 gig. So easy to lock the spec. Okay, using this 820LB2 model. And this another of the model for the medium level also. So it's belong to AS3000. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 2.4 gig and 5 gig band for this AP. Also we call as a multi-gig AP, and they also supply one port copper, another port for the fiber as well. Okay, and also built in the Bluetooth 5.1, okay, for some of the triple E design as well for energy efficiency internet saving. Okay, this last model, okay, for the Wi-Fi 6, which means entry Wi-Fi 6 model, we call 810L. This is a cost-effective model for design for our this Wi-Fi 6 market. And the speed for this port AP will be the AS1800. Okay, mostly will be suitable for some of the small office, corridor, dormitory, lobby design for the entry level for the Wi-Fi 6. Okay, lower cost now and cost effective for this AP. And for the wall AP, we do have the 180PL, which means the P, which means they are able to supply the PoE power. Okay, and they have one port able to supply the PoE power and supply to the IP phone. Okay, normally will be used by the IP phone. And another one of the model is a 180 Wi-Fi 6 without any of the PoE out. Okay, so the port from here is that they do have a 4 port, 1, 2, 3, 4 port. You can be plugged into any of the devices here. Okay, so this is a fully covered design. So they do not have any lighting LED. Even though they have a lighting LED, you can have turn off the LED, okay, by the control for all the AP as well. And for outdoor, we have the 680PL. This is the high density AP for the outdoor. So come with the IP68 outdoor omnidirectional antenna. So this also built in the Bluetooth 5.1. So built for the X position. The total of the throughput is a 6 gig, and they support copper port and fiber port as well. Okay, for our this AP680PL model. And another last two model for this AP is 68L, 680L and 680CD. Okay, so for CD to let you to easy to understand, this AP can be covered by directional point for the Wi-Fi area. Okay, and L, which means they have covered 360 degree. Okay, cover 360 degree for the Wi-Fi scenario. And both of them also come with 2 times 2 or 2 for 4 gigahertz band and 5 gigahertz band. And the next, I'm going to show you the design for this outdoor AP is based on the IP68 rating, which means they are dustproof, waterproof, and they also have a 6 kV lightning strike protection. Okay, and can be worked for negative 40 degrees Celsius up to 65 degrees Celsius environment. Okay, between the wide temperature range can be worked for these three model as well. Okay, so this is the designs, the outlook, okay, for one of the outdoor model 660. So we have been do some special design, okay, to prevent the corrosion, okay, for our this AP. So all the mechanism board for 680 model, they also come with the special conformal coating. So we have been get this German standard compliant. We have been compliant with this TUV SUD certified. So this is one of the standard, okay, in the Germans to make sure our these devices we can be go through the harsh environment, okay, like that's why we can be get the IP68 rating. And they do have some question to me, okay, for today. So you already listened a lot of product today. And what is the key for we are going to introduce and recommend the hardware AC to the customer? What is the differentiate between the on-prem hardware AC controller compare using the Rage card as a controller? Okay, let's to take a look with this expectation. Okay, what to do the client need the control access Wi-Fi controller in on-prem. So on-prem controller normally you're able to see from this government banking factory, they always will be request I need on-prem controller. I don't want to have a Rage cloud controller. Okay, because on-prem controller maybe we are going to compare with the cloud, right? Slightly a little bit flexible, okay, when they require some authentications, okay, with their this Active Directory, okay, and some of the what we are talking about optimization performance for roaming, okay, they will more reliability and security because they have a gateway within their this tunnel, okay, and direct with the controller without go to the internet, right? And the monitoring is based on the all the Wi-Fi equipment gadget able to centralize forwarding mode and able to monitor using the AC controller as well. On Prime, we are talking about. So this is something different. We are talking why we need to turn to the hardware AC controller. So for this controller, we do have the two model right now. So for 6012 model, right now can be support up to 448 AP already. Okay, and they have a forwarding capacity 10 gig. So they come with the 8 LAN port copper. Okay, and combo port, okay, with the fiber, okay, and they also have a 2-port 10 gig fiber port as well, okay, and this is the number of the wireless user can be gathered up to 10K, okay, 10K user. This model can be up to 32K user, okay. Both of them also support the VAC stacking, okay, stacking. They also support stacking and cloud manageable as well. So we have the one of the option for our this AC on-prem controller also can be added to the cloud. I think a lot of manufacturers they build the AC controller for their own, right? This controller definitely their node is on-prem. They won't going to make this controller can be supported in their cloud as well. And even though support on their cloud, some of them they are going to charge early. You want to use my cloud services early subscription, please. Okay. And end up, this is all the model. Okay, I will going to show you for the AP series. Okay, and when we are saying that in the Cisco brand, Aruba Ruckus brand, what is the model we're going to equivalence with the Rage model as well. Okay, especially for outdoor, not all of them is play with the outdoor AP. Okay, but for us is yes. Okay, for us is yes. All right. So even those not only Cisco Aruba Ruckus, we also compare with the Meraki, Huawei, and H3C. Okay, with all available model here. Okay, this is all industrial enterprise reading model. Okay, and the next I will already prepare one of the FAQ. Okay, how we are going to different the Rage Enterprise with the SMB brand. A lot of partners starting to confuse SMB brand with our this Rage Enterprise. Okay. They have a question for AP820. You recommended V2 or V3? I recommended V2. Okay. And
let's to take a look for the core value about the Rage Enterprise and the SMB brand. Okay, so for enterprise, definitely we'll be using the enterprise chipset, better Wi-Fi experience, high reliability, security. But for SMB brand, maybe you are saying that enough features for using, easy setup, maintenance, cost effective. Okay, totally is a different market. Okay, for both of them. And let us to take a look at the hardware. For the enterprise, maybe they are saying that professional hardware access control. They need to have a Broadcom Qualcomm chipset, boot chipset redundancy, console port for CLI management, 10 carry surge protection for accessories, smart antenna. Okay, we do have a smart antenna for the Wi-Fi. Okay, and for SMB, maybe they need to have a simple local key authentication. Chipset for the SMB product. Okay, web or app management, 6 kV, regular. Okay, this is our thing. These are something different between the enterprise with the SMB market. And even though for the software base, for the security, MFPP, CPP, WPA3, WIDS, WIPS, these all things available for the enterprise SME market. And for SMB, they only have support static blacklist, hot backup, red limit testing only. Okay, for management, definitely everyone will already know CLI, EWAP, cloud, local, MMS, CapWeb. But for SMB, maybe you can see they only can be managed by EWAP, cloud, SMB. Okay, this is not for RAE SMB. This is for SMB brand like UBTP. Okay, and for services, for enterprise, definitely you can have ASR services. But for SMB brand, maybe there are standard services as well. Okay, right now, since they have I need another 5 minutes. Okay, another 5 minutes. I talk about RIP series. So for SMB RIP series is not much thing. Okay, they just belong to the Wi-Fi 6 high density up to the Wi-Fi 7 AP for the ceiling type. Okay, for the wall plate is the Wi-Fi 7 wall AP and the high density for the wall AP as well. Okay, for the outdoor, normally is for this outdoor AP is 6260 and HD and the 72 OD here. Okay, 72 OD as a SME Wi-Fi family series. So for SME AP RIP, right, we are talking about you do not need any of the hardware AC. Okay, for some of the customer requirement, okay, you do not need any of the controller. So you can propose them for using our this cloud as a centralized management, okay, to expand easily and possibility for them as well. So this is a Wi-Fi 7 for our the high density AP for the ceiling type. So 3 spatial stream. Total throughput is 19 gig. Okay, and they do have the 4x4 antenna. Okay, for 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, and 6 GHz. And for the 6 GHz, we are using some 44R design antenna type. Okay, for this 73 HD, right? And they come with the 3 port here. Okay, by different several of the speed, and must be powered up by the BT power. Okay, for full performance. Okay, if you're using AT, which means the AP will be go to the half performance only. I not confirm one thing. Does IP series ever begin monitored by wireless access controller? Okay, so if you require some wireless access controller to monitor the IP73 HD, right? Later we will talk about this combination. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, and for outdoor AP is a OD directional antenna. No, the OD is mean is a 360 degree. Okay, 73 OD. All right. And for the next model is a 73 Pro. Okay, 73 Pro. This is another of the high density AP, but a little bit lower down performance compared with the 73 HD. Okay, this is a 14,000 kit throughput. They do have the tri-band. Okay, but this one is not 44R, 45R, and they come with the 2x2, 3x3, and 3x3 antenna. Okay, for this model. And this model I've been shared yesterday before, so I won't go into talk too much detail. And for this, what we are able to see that we're going to compare with the U brand, okay, in the market, right? And what is the advantage from our side for this model? We have been
higher throughput performance compared with the U7 Pro. And we have the X partial stream compared with the U7 Pro. Capacity for this connected client is 600 compared with the U7 Pro. And we also have an additional extra one more fiber port compared with the U7 Pro. Okay. And for the Wi-Fi 7 series, definitely we support also AP mesh, standalone portal, card manageable. Okay. A part of the card manageable from here, okay, you're able to see that the combination from these Wi-Fi 7 solutions. Okay. And what else you can see, like just now, Mr. Fai, okay, asking me. So how we are going to monitor the Wi-Fi 7s, okay, with the wireless access controller. Any idea for everyone or not? Do you able to think how we are able to monitor the Wi-Fi 7s for the RIP series? Okay, as a look like Wi-Fi access controller. Do you still remember we do have the OCE? Okay, OCE/MM. Okay, you can be work with the RIP with our OCE/MM because OCE/MM is look like the cloud experience. Okay, but you can be host in your on-prem. Okay, host in your on-prem, plug into your server. So the controller is the OCE/MM already. Okay, Mr. Fai. Okay, all right. And the next model for the Wi-Fi 6 high density level model is the IP2260H. Okay, these all also come with the Wi-Fi AS6000 4x4 antenna. Okay, for this family series. And what the 2260H can be done. So if you're able to see that, we are going to compare with the 73 Pro and 73 HD. So normally, definitely the price, I think this price also can be purchased already. Definitely can be purchased already. But what you're able to see, right, the antenna wise for this, that can be cooked, okay, for the client capacity is more better compared with 3x3 antenna. Okay, and even those this one they come with the 873 Pro is a 5 years, not 3 years. Please take note. Okay, and this one is come with 3 years only. Okay, for the warranty plan. Okay, period. All right. And this is another two of the outdoor AP. Okay, two outdoor AP. This come with the directional antenna. Okay, omnidirectional and directional antenna. Okay, so this is the normally you can see this is a 6260H. This is a omnidirectional antenna. And when you're able to see the D, right, which means this is a directional antenna. Okay, for RIP. Which means the SME RIP also, they do have the omnidirectional and directional antenna for the outdoor access point. Okay, this is what we're going to highlight here. And both of them also come with the 4x4 antenna. Okay, 4x4 antenna design for this two type of the series. And then they have a 3 years warranty, 1-to-1 replacement. Okay. And for the wall AP for the Wi-Fi 7, as you can see more detail here, is they also support one of the PoE up, what I emphasize here. And they do have a 4 port, 1, 2, 3, 4 port here. Okay. So the uplink is a 2.5G. You can have a 2.5G. And one of the port, they have a PoE out. Okay, they support the MLO, MRU technology, 4K QAM technology. And this is a dual band wall AP for Wi-Fi 7. Okay, which means you can have a 3-in-1 Wi-Fi, IPTV, phone, and connected with our these 2.5G switches. Okay, for SME, a part of the Wi-Fi 7 wall AP, we also have this Wi-Fi 6, okay, Wi-Fi 6 AP. Okay, the Wi-Fi 6 AP, we do have a few models here. So the first model is a 1260 model, also a part of the SME RIP. Okay, SME RIP. Another one of the model is the already close up. Okay, the model is a 1261 model. Okay, 1261 model. So this one also is a part of the SME model as well. Okay, So you're able to see 1261 and 1260, even though for IP72 wall, also a part of the SME. Okay, access point, wall mount access point. Okay, so that's all for my sharing to the IP. So we already complete 2 modules. So I think it's a lunchtime. Okay, before lunchtime, right? I will going to share out the examination registration link. Okay, wait. Please stay tuned first. I need you to register for today. Okay, for those yesterday you registered, that one is for RCS SME. Today is RCPS SME. You need to register again. Okay, so I will share out the exam registration link. Registration link. Okay, please make sure again, the email you has been filled up is your e-learning login email address. E-learning login email address. Please make sure yourself you're able to log into the e-learning. You can see the front page for the e-learning page, which means you fill it up the email address for me. The e-learning login email address, not simple to give me one email address. Okay, I highlight again. And you need to choose the right, whether you are from VAD, ADP, and GoPartner. Because yesterday I see a lot of people, you don't know what is your company position. Whether GoPartner, ADP, VAD, you also don't know. Okay, but based on the company, I know you are the VAD. Okay, because you write the correct company name, I know where you are from. Okay, so I will going to share now the registration exam link to you. Okay, please go to register. After that, I will assign the exam today to all of you. Okay, in the afternoon section. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So please come back 2 p.m. before 2 p.m. So we will start again the next section, the module 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, in afternoon section. All right, see you all in 2 p.m. Bye. Enjoy your lunch.
hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence. Baby, let me go easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the
It's another one more key in person for the examinations. Hold on. That one is from our VAD. I assign to him first. Okay, so everyone, you can go log into your this e-learning account to double check again. Okay, double check again, see your this RCPS exam has been assigned to your account or not. Okay, for those maybe today you are first time to join us, so this is the way we are going to check. Okay, I will going to show to you how we are going to check the exam system. So first of all, just using your browser, log into our this rayyi.rayjs.com. Okay, rayyi.rayjs.com. Okay, this URL. When you are logged in, so how we are able to go to our e-learning system. So you just need to go to support here on top of the third column. Okay, on top of the third column, they call support. Okay, so again, go to rayyi.rayjs.com. Okay, and once you entering, you can see this is the main page. Go to support, go to e-learning, go to support, go to e-learning. All right, once you log into the e-learning, you're required to log in your username and password. Okay, basically. So let me to log in right now. Okay, and then the password. Okay, and then the password. Oh my God, I forgot my password. Let me try. Okay, and then the key. Okay, the key. All right. So once you're able to log in for the e-learning account, wait, what's going on? Let me again go to e-learning. Okay, when you're able to log into the e-learning, right, you're able to see that for today, I've been assigned the task to do for you. Okay, if you're unable to find this MYSG 2025 RCPS SME, you can go to your project, my project. Okay, on my project here, you're able to see that they have one of the tasks. Okay, for those the VAD, our main distributor, right, we are required to take the two tests. Okay, the first test is about Q&A. Second test is the presentation. Okay, you need to record the videos and submit the video to me, have a reviews, have the score. After that, you're only able to get the certification. For those the partner like Gold Partner, Silver Partner, ADP, you just require to complete the Q&A examinations. So for this, okay, when you click on this examination, so they do have how many questions? Okay, let me to check it. They do have 25 questions, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, you just need to start the exam to make sure you pass for this RCPS SME 2025 APEC Light version. Okay, for this RCPS SME. So if you still have any questions, please let me know. You don't know how to log in for this e-learning, please let me know again. I will redo again. I will guide you again how to go to this slide. Okay. And without further delay, so let us to start for the EG sales guide today. So for the SME, what is the model is belong to the EG? Okay, so basically I've been create 3 points. One is based on what kind of scenario we recommend what kind of the EG model. Secondly, what is the selling point about our EG model? And last will be the paragraph about EG model. Okay, first thing first, what kind of the scenario that requires some office, hotel, school, they need EG or not? Okay, they need EG or not? Definitely, EG is one of the what we say enhanced router. Okay, what is mean enhanced router? We mean the functionality of this router will be more than the normal router. So that's why we call it a gateway. Okay, it's gateway. So basically, some of the office, hotel, school environment, they require some high-speed connections for the ISP and even though for the stable network, okay, but they have some concern, okay, they do have some budget constraint, okay, limitation of the budget, but they're unable to pay extra like firewall, okay, so that's why due to this kind of scenario, maybe we can be recommend the gateway to the customer, and even though the customer what the gateway can be do all the features, right? I will explain one by one to everyone. So for the SME right now, only have one model part under SME. So what is the model? Okay, the model is EG1510SS. Okay, so this is basically is a 4 gig throughput ISP, can be worked for 1,500 of the concurrent clients. Everyone's go to internet without any problem. Everyone's streaming the video in the same time for the 1,500 people without any problem. So they do have a 10 port, okay, 9 WAN port, okay, which can be support 9 ISP WAN, okay, to load balance within these boxes. And the port, they will support 10 gig, 2.5 gig, 1 gig of the connection, even though for the fiber. And what is the selling point about the EG? Okay, normally you can see they have a 4 selling point right now. Okay, load balancing. The box itself is the business router, enhanced router that can be have a multi-ISP, have a load balancing features. Easy authentications. What does it mean? They do have a multiple of the authentication method allow your guests or staff to log into your internal network. All right, and QoS based on the staff daily use. Okay, we can be able to capture the staff traffic based from the applications, define it, and do some limitations, okay, about the bandwidth control, blocking, and prioritize for some of the application traffic before the non-important traffic, okay. And even though for these boxes, another of the selling point we are released last year is we call is the AnyLink for the SD-WAN. So we take a look by one with all the features right now.
So for the first selling point, key point is about load balancing. What is mean load balancing? Okay, load balancing, which mean our these boxes maximum just now the 1510 can be support 9 WAN, 9 ISP, which means you can be connect is more than 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Until 9 of the telco service provider, you can be provided internet line with the load balance features to cover some redundancy and resiliency for the backup line. Not even to cover the backup line, your bandwidth for the downloading will be going to load balance. Okay, not link bonding, load balance. All right. So next, we're going to take a look. Okay, for this model 1510, our this SME model. So this is the front view, front panel view. Okay, front panel view. So basically, from here you're able to see that, right? This is only have one port as a LAN. The other rest, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Even though for this one, all can be shrink between LAN or WAN. You can define, I want this port as a WAN, I want this port as a LAN. Okay, and only these two port already hard code as a WAN and LAN only. Okay, WAN and LAN only. That's why no matter what we're saying, that 9 ISP, totally no any pressure for this box as well. And there is come with the 4 gig throughput. Okay, 4 gig throughput. And for coming in for August, we were going to launching another one model. They're based on the 3,000 of the concurrent users, and the throughput can be up to 6 gig. Okay, 6 gig, 6 gig of the throughput. There's another one of the model called EG3000 series. All right, and besides that, from here, what you can be see here, right? What is the effect about the load balancing? Let's say you are imagine, okay, ISP1, they have a 100 meg, ISP2, 100 meg, ISP3, they have a 400 meg. When you're going to using your laptop to do the speed test, to multi-server speed test, right? You're able to see the performance of the traffic is about 400 Mbps. Okay, this is what we say load balancing, okay, which means load balance like some of the bandwidth aggregations, okay, not bonding. All right, and the next I will going to show you one of the video.
Demo environment. EG
Okay, this video will be going
1510XS ES205 GCP RAP 2260G. Set correct port configurations in WAN settings. Two steps configuration. 1. Select Smart Load Balancing. 2. Set WAN port priority. Connect 3 ISP network cables. Three ISP links are working properly. Connect a computer and turn on a high-definition online video. Verify the port traffic. 10 and 11 are transmitting data simultaneously. Unplug 10 and 11. The backup 12 started instantly. The high-definition video continued to play seamlessly. Connect WAN 1 cable. The traffic switched back automatically and WAN 2 stopped. The video still played with 0 latency. Connect WAN 0 back. Both WAN links started traffic load balancing right away. Start speed test when 3 ISP links connected. 17 megabits per second bandwidth in total, WAN 0 and WAN 1 aggregation. Unplug WAN 0. Only 9 megabits per second bandwidth left. The traffic turned to WAN 1. Now unplug both WAN 1 and WAN 0. The backup link, WAN 2, was activated.
All right, this regarding our this load balance about our this business router. Okay, so basically you have some fundamental. So what is the concept about our load balance? Yeah, this is the load balance features. And for the next, right? And we are going to show you some objective. Okay, the objective for the load balancing right now, and they will going to show you that compare with the other brand. Okay, so the other brand which mean during the WAN load balancing between our this EG, they will going to seamless failover. Okay, when you have an internet down, let's say for one of the ISP, they will have a seamless failover. You no need to worry about maybe I need to manually to change the connections or anything. And the load balancer also will be going to aggregate your this bandwidth, so giving you the some high download bandwidth as well. Okay, and we are going to compare with the market. They have a very famous one of the brand we call MK brand. I don't know you able to guess about this brand or not. And basically based on the configurations wise, you're able to see that we are more easy compared with them. So basically when you go to configure for MK brand, maybe you are need to more than 1 minute, okay, about 2 or 3 minutes, even though more than 10 minutes, right? When you are going to configure multiple of the WAN with the load balancing feature as well. Okay, even those for the MK brand, they cannot be switched back with the high priority link when they are failover as well. But for us, we can be make some priority. So when the failovers, which one of the ISP they were going to failover first, okay, based on the priority setup. And second of the selling point for our this EG is about authentications. And for past years, our RE-EG has been launching with this integration with the Radius server, right? That's why for those partners, you have to have some AD directory, Microsoft AD Active Directory. You need to do the integration about the user database, and they can be worked together with our this EG directly. Okay, so you need to make sure that we do have our this Radius. The Radius, maybe you can using our OCE-IM, or you have your own third-party Radius server. So once you have an own third-party Radius server, or you using our OCE-IM, you can be grab all this information, work together with Radius to come with the authentications as well. And a part of the Radius authentications, EG actually also is quite famous and quite a lot of people using for KP Portal purpose. Okay, what is mean KP Portal? The KP Portals for the EG itself, which mean when you are going to airport, when you're going to stay at a hotel, normally when you want to connect for the internet access, when you click on the internet access name, right, you want to connect, right, you're able to see suddenly they will prompt you one pages. So the pages is mean they need you to authenticate with the voucher code or even those username and password as well. So this is something like we call portal authentication. So for us, normally we can be easily to change all the background, okay, color, okay, logo, right? We also can be put some what we say statement for multiple of the login, like one click login in the same time, voucher login in the same file for multiple of the different group of the people. So let's say for guests, you can using the one click login. Okay, for your staff login, you need to use username and password in the one same page. Okay, we also can be provide very flexible way to the authentication. So we do have support one click login, voucher login, okay, and even those for username password login, SMS login, self-registration login. Okay, we also support SMS login as well. So SMS login, you need to extra pay for provider, SMS provider. We have been work cooperations with the Trio. They have one very famous SMS service provider we call Trio provider. So you can try the SMS actually. Every one of the new account, you're able to test about 25 SMS from the Trio as well. Okay, so you can play around actually. Okay, and compare with the Radius authentication configurations wise with the MikroTik, right? And our side is just a two-step. Okay, we can be done this integration between the Radius. But for those like the MikroTik, you need to have a very experienced of the network engineer only can be done these configurations.
So because integration is not easy from their side. Okay, they need to have click this where and fill up all the information, and after that go back again, go to the website, everything you want to do the configuration. But compare for us, we are more faster. Okay, we are more faster. Even though for the what we say is the HTML maker for this DIY your own portal is not easy using the MikroTik. You need to know some HTML coding. You need to write the coding using JavaScript, using the HTML script. Only can be come out this output to show in the customer. But for RayE itself, we have been predefined everything for you. Even though for the background, you can be simple to change, upload your this background picture and change your logo, change your welcome message, button, okay, but color of the button, button of the word you want to change. You also easy to customize using my Ranger Cloud. Okay, this is what we can be done to help you to saving a lot of the time, and you no need to extra to learn HTML coding as well. And apart of that, we also have some precise traffic control based on the voucher. Okay, right now, as yesterday training mentioned, I also mentioned they do have the two model right now for EG1510SX and EG300 series above, right? They're able to achieve precise traffic control. Okay, because people for the past few years, our this traffic control we are not precise enough. Okay, to have control for the customer use, and let's say I just one of the example. Okay, last time our this EG, let's say we set for one gig quota for this guy to use, right? The guy always will be overused. Maybe end up the total traffic will be used 1.2 gig, 1.3 gig. Okay, overused. Why will be overused? Because our this Ranger Cloud, right, will be have a delay 1 minute between the devices update to the cloud. So that's why the cloud is control the devices. Okay, for the last time design. But for this year's for EG1510 and EG300 series, the device control the cloud. Okay, the device will be update the cloud, not the cloud update the device. That's why when the device detected once the user use over 1 gig traffic, they will stop it and update to the cloud saying that, yeah, this user has been finished use the 1 gig. So that's why for these two model, right, we have been special designed to precise to traffic control, even though more accurate. Okay, this is even though you can able to see when the device for the EG update to the cloud, you also can be see how much the traffic he has been already used. Okay, he has been already used. These are what I'm going to share for you. And voucher authentications very common for the hotel scenario. Okay, and nowadays, no matter it's a 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star hotel, for the integration between the voucher authentication also with the same step. Okay, you do not need to have very complicated step to work for it. And even though I have partners in Malaysia, they have been do a lot of API integration with our Ranger Public Cloud and work with the hotel PMS system. Okay, when the PMS system, when the guests come to check in, the PMS system will be updated by the hotel staff. Okay, the reception will be update the name. Okay, with the this room number. Okay, for this guest, and the SI server will be going to grab this information and update to the cloud, Ranger Cloud, and put in this information for the username and password portal access for this Ranger Cloud with the EG work together solutions. This what have been done by a lot of I think more than 3 or 4 hotel already has been go through by this SI. Okay, and the selling point number 3 we are talking about for the EG is about QoS for the application control. The router itself nowadays that can be similar like firewall. Okay, there can be smart traffic control to identifying the applications layer and prioritize the critical of the applications go to than normal applications. So in order that, right, so for the RayE portal itself, they're able to identify this information. So you can see the traffic is come from Zoom, come from YouTube, come from Facebook. Okay, and even though you can be control the different level of the people, different group, right? Like HR group, admin group, boss group of the people to locate the bandwidth for them. And you also can be based on the application to set some priority. Maybe the Zoom is a very high priority than other, because all the while we are using Zoom to have a meeting. YouTube maybe is to watch for entertainment. So we can be lower down all these unnecessary applications to limit some bandwidth, okay, for the customers as well. And this is what we can be done compare with the normal router. Normal router cannot be do this, even though for Cisco normal router also can't do all these thing. All right. And for additional informations, a lot of the customer will be going to compare this with the firewall. Firewall actually also can be done all these things, right? What do you think when I telling you the firewall every year you need to subscription and you only have these all the features, but for my EG only one time purchase, you just from the beginning buy the box, you can get all these things without any extra cost. This is what we are going to approach in the market for the customer. And the application layers, okay, you can easy to see that right now we can be detected over the 1000 of the app, okay, in our this EG library. So if I have a EG right now, maybe you can take a look with all the applications, what kind of the application layer you're able to detect it, and do some limitation, priority, and bandwidth control as well. And we are compared with the MicroTik, they do not have what we say is like the L7's application recognitions, right? MicroTik normally they only based from the TCP port or the UTP port to do some blocking, okay, for the application as well. So this is something different, okay. Our this application recognition is more simple and precise to let you to have some bandwidth control. And for the next, I'm going to show you against one of the video. Okay, so the video will be going to, this guy will be going to do the priority for the traffic, okay, for the video traffic over the normal traffic. So when the video traffic, they will going to very smooth, okay, after they done the QoS for the priority of the video traffic as well. Okay, please take a look with this video. All right, so basically just based on the just now the beginning of the video, there look like a lot of lagging when you try to pull the traffic using other applications, right? So after the QoS has been set up control, so you're able to see that they will prioritize the video traffic first, okay, in order other traffic to go through. Okay, this is what we can be done for our this Rigi EG. And lastly, for today's EG, right, the key selling points is any link, okay, for the Rigi SD-WAN. Actually, the Rigi is not only these 4 selling point, okay. Our Rigi EG router, we also provide the free DDNS. I don't know whether you're aware about it or not. So one router, you can get 1 free DDNS from our side. we do have our this own DDNS server. So once you use it, so you can be apply one of the DDNS domain name from our side. So you no need to have every years to pay DYN DNS, or every month you need to renew for your no IP for these DDNS services. And the last point for today's selling points for the EG router is AnyLink, right? RAI SD-WAN is a new features we have been launching last year and we have been open free features until right now. And our SD-WAN solution normally we call AnyLink. And what is mean SD-WAN solutions, right? Normally SD-WAN solution is suitable for some of the multi-branches solutions. Okay, for those the office, maybe you have a headquarter, you need to have some connections between the branches, okay, back to the HQ, okay, the branches back to the HQ. So you can using our this SD-WAN solution we call AnyLink. So some of the you, right, maybe you're asking, hey, this one can be achieved by IPsec VPN. Okay, mostly nowadays a lot of partner is asking me, hey, how I going to do the IPsec VPN? I strictly will be tell the customer saying that, hey, don't use IPsec VPN anymore. Okay, I introduced the new SD-WAN for you, easy for your life. Okay, even those, right? How easy for your life? Normally for IPsec VPN, we compare for the AnyLink, right? So we do have some traditional comparisons. Okay, so let me to finish. We will help you to lower down the cost based on the IPsec VPN to the SD-WAN. Why will be involve some lower down cost? IPsec VPN need to pay extra cost. Later on, I will tell you why. How we are going to help you to lower down your cost. Secondly, for the SD-WAN, we also compare with the IPsec VPN. We will give you the ultimate stable and fast quality connections between your HQ to the branches. What is the behind of the theory of the technology? I will share about it later on. And the most important thing right now for our SD-WAN solutions, we can be easy deploy with our this EG for the multi branches in one time. Even though we just have what we say ZTP, zero trust provisioning, okay, configuration to our this router, and end up, okay, the most important thing, we can be visualized to manage all the branches and HQ in one overview managed platform. Okay, this is a very important thing. Everything's what we are talking about, 1, 2, 3, 4, do not involve any charges from our side. Okay, and what is the difference? Okay, we are going to compare with the traditional IPsec VPN. So this is what I highlight here. Okay, for our this SD-WAN, we no need public IP. Even though for HQ private your branches, we do not need any public IP. Okay, except some of the ISP, they do have the NAT topology, so they are only required to have a public IP. But most of the ISP have been tested before right now, they do not require any public IP. So do you know how much if we want to every month pay extra for one of the public IP for one of the internet line? I think it's a 300, right? 300 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, 300 ringgit Malaysia. You need to pay for the extra public IP. Okay, static, we are talking about, not dynamic. Okay, and even though for our VPN, right, we are support multiple of the design. Okay, for the link up, right, we are support hub and spoke, mesh, and customization. Okay, when we are talking about for the IPsec VPN, we only can have a hub and spoke. How about mesh? What do you mean mesh and hub and spoke? Normally, hub and spoke is I have a HQ, okay, and all the branches will be connect back to the HQ. Okay, all will connect back to the HQ. This is called hub and spoke method. Okay, if mesh method, which means HQ can connect with the branches, all the branches can connect with the branches as well. Okay, the branches, everyone can be connect with the branches as well directly. This is what we call mesh connection for the SD-WAN. And for our SD-WAN, we also have able to support two mode, router mode and AC mode. Okay, what is mean router mode and AC mode? Generally, normally you're using this EG router, right? This is a router, okay, my EG. EG will be going to place between your internal network with internet, okay, with internet. So this is what we call router mode. Okay, somehow, any of these customer, they're existing using other brand router, or they are using other brand of the firewall here. Okay,
firewall here, but they need our free SD-WAN because our SD-WAN is quite comprehensive for all the solutions, managements, okay, for the internet link, no need public IP. So how we are going to integrate our this EG without server trust, they are this firewall and the router. So we can have one of the connection. Okay, definitely they have maybe it's a switcher. We just need to plug in our this EG with the single connection. Okay, you just slot in our EG with the single connection with their core switch. Okay, and turn to AC mode. Once you turn to AC mode, right, this router will be fully to handle SD-WAN features only. The other features they will lost. Okay, no port forwarding, no DDNS, all the features will be lost, only handle for the SD-WAN. That's why for this mode, right, normally we call as a SD-WAN gateway. Okay, we call SD-WAN gateway. So this only box will be going to link up with their branches with the SD-WAN. Okay, so you no need to change your firewall. You no need to change your this router configuration. You need SD-WAN. I can give you extra services. You just need to have a SD-WAN boxes. This is the EG boxes I can be proposed to you. So for other traditional way, you cannot be look like VPN gateway. Okay, you cannot be set up like VPN gateway. Definitely, when you change to AC mode, they do not have WAN port. They do not have LAN port. Okay, they only have one physical LAN port only can be connected. There's a beauty design for our this SD-WAN, and our SD-WAN in the this what we say connections. Okay, when the site to site they establish the SD-WAN connections, the protocol for this link up is not using IPsec VPN. Okay, it's not using IPsec VPN. We are using the protocol we are called is Cha-Cha Denti Poly 1305 protocol. Okay, to build up the tunnel. So for this tunnel, right, even though we compare for the traditional IPsec VPN, it's more stable. It's more stable and low latency. Okay, that's why we want to use this protocol because right now we are understanding a lot of our partner from Ray and Rayjet. Most of them is from the CCTV scenario customer, right? And for CCTV, normally they are very sensitivity about this video transmission. So that's why the low latency willing to help them to transmit the data smoothly, even though compared with the IPsec VPN. Okay, and that's why for this, the configuration, even though simple and performance, even though higher throughput based on different of the model you are going to select it. Our this enterprise SME EG router 1510 can be worked for the SD-WAN performance bandwidth 1.2 gig. All right, and they're able to support 1,000 branches for the SD-WAN connections. Okay, so the next I'm going to show you how easily we can be configure the SD-WAN. So inside the video again, I will show you the requirements for this video is they do have the 2 branches, 1 HQ, 2 branches. So one of the branches, the first branches, they do have the IT support guy. Okay, they employ one of the IT guy to sit in the branches 1. So the guy, when they get the EG, they need to go through the verification by scan the QR code. Only the configuration will be pushed from the cloud to the router. Okay, this is the method, right, about the security. We don't want the box, anyone to get it after connect to the internet, the configuration will be pushed to the devices. Okay, this is talk about security. Second branches, they do not have any IT staff. But this time, we will skip the authorization for the QR code. So when the guy bring the box, connect to any of the internet connections, the SD-WAN will be automatic to link up, okay, with the HQ. So this is 2 different type of the scenario by our SD-WAN, okay. And once the 3 sites have been set up, okay, we also will be show you one more features. So we can be centralized manage these 3 branches at the same time. We will create the landing page portal for the guest access. Okay, within the one time of the configuration, push to these 3 EG router in the same time. You no need to done 3 time configuration. Last time, if without this kind of the management platform, okay, you need to go to HQ, do it one more time, go to branch 1, do one more time, branch 2, do one more time again. And this is what we can be up to one of the part of the SD-WAN level. Okay, so please take a look with our this video. Okay, you can watch properly how our this SD-WAN can work for it. Okay, just go it. Okay. Yeah, cannot play the media. Okay, so what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you the live. Okay, how easily we can be deploy the SD-WAN. Okay, how easy. Okay, how easy we can deploy the SD-WAN. A lot of people are still thinking SD-WAN is very hard or anything. So I just want to introduce our this SD-WAN for our this site right now. And let's say this is the Ridge Cloud. SD-WAN cannot be done by the mobile phone. Okay, you need to log into our laptop view Ridge Cloud. Okay, so this is a laptop view. I don't know whether all of you have been logged in this before or not. So the same platform, same username login is this Ridge Cloud. As you can see, this is the cloud.ridgenetworks.com. So when you log in, so you require to use back your this app login credential, username and password. So you're able to log in. Okay. This is our Ridge Cloud. Okay, just now you still remember, you follow my step, you create one of the project under your name. So it's exactly it's the same with your mobile phone right now. So like right now, I will going to created the SD-WAN. Okay, let me to create multiple of demo project first. Let me have a few of the project first. So you'll be look so very obvious after you going to have the SD-WAN. I try to add more demo project. Okay, exactly you can see here they have 3 branches have been created. Branches 1, 3, 4, and this is assumed as a HQ. So how we can be go with the SD-WAN connection? So you just need to go to service, any link. Even though for the customer is asking me, Aston, I want to create an IPsec VPN. I'd say don't waste your time to create the IPsec VPN using SD-WAN. Let me to delete this project first. Okay, when you click on the service part, right? Okay, when you click on the service part, they do have any link. Okay, any link. Just click on any link. So it's your first time to the SD-WAN, so you're able to see this page and create your first SD-WAN group. Okay, let's say this is the group for DIY. DIY. Okay, they have retail. They have a lot of branches. So I put DIY. And what is the method I'm going to choose? All the branches go to HQ, or all the branches need to go to HQ, or branches go to branches in the same time. So I will choose mesh. Let's say I will choose mesh. And next, so I will going to select that. Do you still remember where is the HQ? Yes, Aston is HQ, right? Where is the branches? This is the branches, this is the branches, this is the branches. I will going to link up this 4 sites with the SD-WAN solution. And I just need to next. As you can see here, right? And you still remember just now the step we are created the VLAN using the network planning. We are already created a CCTV VLAN, right? So we can be selected which VLAN need to go to which VLAN between multi of the branches as well. And that's all. Done. SD-WAN will be going to push the configurations to all these 4 sites in the same time. You don't need to worry about what is the password. You don't need to worry about what is the encryption method. You don't need to worry about what is the peer IP. You don't need to worry about pre-share key, everything. The SD-WAN is simplify your life with this 4 sites easily. Okay. Once you have been see that, right, the SD-WAN will be going to deploy. Maybe you need to wait for a few minutes. So as you can see here, SD-WAN solution, this is the what we are showing here. They have a 6 tunnel has been built, okay, for this 4 sites. And we are 6 connection disconnect because the configuration still pushing for all the 4 site hardware, okay. And what you can be see some mesh topology, okay, for one overview here, okay. This is one of the overview. And you can see we need to some time to make them to online. Okay, my cloud is still using AI to configure all these 4 sites. And what else I want to show you extra thing, right? Is the batch configurations. Okay, batch configuration. What does it mean batch configuration? We can be pre-configure some configuration to push to all these branches in the same time. So which means when I going to create a template, okay, let's say this is a template regarding I need to do some ACL. I need to block some, what we say, the entertainments between for these three branches for all the time. Okay, I can be edit based on the policy, what I want to control. I can be change three site password in the same time. I can create a VLAN within the same time with the three site. I can create the SIMP string for three site again, change the SSID, everything. I can be created the template. Okay, let's say the template, what I want to create, let's say I'm going to create some template like applications, okay, like entertainment. For entertainment, they do have all these things. Okay, they do have all these things. So what I want to do, I just need to block it. Okay, I block it, block this traffic. Okay, I want to block them to log into this all the application. So once I confirm it, right, so you can be able to see that, yeah, this is the applications and what we can be done and save it. Sorry. Okay, entertainment and save it. So once I save the template, right, I will going to give this template name, okay, like ACL. So I can be easily to batch deliver for the same time, okay, in the same time to all the site. So when I going to block this, I will configuration, I will deliver. So you can see all this site will be delivered to push all the configuration in the same time as well. Okay, this is a part of our this SD-WAN. So beside that, let us to check, see our SD-WAN has been out or not. Still not up yet. Okay, still under configurations. Okay, we just put aside. Okay, we continue for this SD-WAN again. So in the summary for our this SD-WAN, normally you can see easy to configure. Just now, how many steps I go through already? 4 steps. Okay, 4 steps. We no need have any of the public IP for our SD-WAN project, and you can have a visualization about the dashboard. Okay, for our this SD-WAN as well. Even though we can be standardized all the configuration to push all the site in the one time. So if you have any of the problem with the SD-WAN, you can be drop your this SD-WAN to us. What is the smaller RG can place at branches to enjoy the SD-WAN? Okay, so they have a very good questions asking from our one of the partner. So I will show you again. Okay, I will show you again for these limitations. Okay, the smaller one, the EG support SD-WAN can be have EG105G-V3. Okay, this one can be maximum support at branches, and the SD-WAN performance bandwidth will be the 80 Mbps. So if you require higher bandwidth, you can look for other model as well. And the next question is, what happens if two devices are using the same IP and you miss the LAN IP segment IP, right? So will they conflict with each other? Yes, definitely they will conflict with each other. That's why, yeah, you can see the SD-WAN already out for this 4 site, okay, built for the mesh scenario. You can see all the HQ branches that can be go to each other, even though it can be no more detail. Okay, what is the speed summaries for the WANs? Okay, for this what is the application traffic? What is the application traffic? Right now, you can see they can be identify the application traffic as well, and how many of the clients? Okay, between the site to site. And one more question just now is a very good question. So, how about the network segment? For the SD-WAN right now, you need to plan your this VLAN segments, okay, for the IP segments properly, okay, especially for the this IP segment we are talking about. Cannot be same for your each all the site, okay. And this is what we saying that, yeah, we are provide this is some extra add-on for our this EG to selling in the market. And this is what we are sharing, okay, for our SD-WAN. Any questions so far? Okay, so do you know what is the selling point about our EG router gateway right now compared with the other people? Okay. If no questions, so we will go another of these sections. Okay, so we go with firewall sections. All right. And what happened? Okay, so no more question, huh? Okay, next we will go moving to the firewall. Okay, firewall. For RayJ firewall SMEs, right?
we will going to have two model. Okay, we'll introduce to you. So why do we need the next generation of firewall? So firewall normally they do have multiple of the type of the firewall. For the starting for a firewall, they do not have next generations firewall, right? Next generation is more intelligence compared with the normal firewall as well. And since we have been done some survey, okay, we have been reviewed for some of the report from the cybersecurity for the SME, for the Asia Pacific, right? And in 2023, right, the summary is they are mentioned they have a 56% of the SME customer they are experienced the cyber attack, okay, over the 20 or 23 years, right? The some of the attack maybe they will be fall under belong like ransomware, okay. Even though some of the attack they look like mining wireless or website defamers or data leak, this kind of the thing, right? And that's why next generation of the firewall is very important, okay, for our these solutions, right? And even those some of the solutions when you affected by the wireless or any of the attack, you need to to pay extra, okay, to gain back your all this data from some of the attack like the ransomware.
So the pinpoint for those like the traditional firewall, and last time you're able to see that, right? Some of the various new type of the network attack they are unable to identify. Okay, even though some of the security policy configuration extremely of complex, you are using other people firewall. Okay, and they do have some limitation for some of the traditional firewall as well. That's why for RAID for the next gen firewall, we're trying to make it more simple for security policy configuration. We're trying to make it to the top UTM security capability and to trying to make it more integrate network cloud management. Okay, you can see that, right? So for those, the next I'm going to show you. So this is our Z5100 model firewall. Okay, please take a look with this video. Okay. All right, you can see a few questions here. So they do have a question from the Wan Chen. Sorry for the estimate if site and the HQ got same VLAN group, will it be config or can use different VLAN also? Okay, normally for the site to site, they are not saying that the VLAN will be have a config. The VLAN won't going to have a config. The config only for your this IP segment planning. Okay, IP subnet segment will be have a conflict. Okay, once they're not related about the VLAN. You can use back the VLAN one. All every branch you can be used by the every VLAN one. But the IP subnet segment you need to plan properly. Okay. So for the last question, does SD-WAN performance refer to the performance of each individual device as number 80 meg, or is it measured across the entire network multi? Yeah, the 80 meg is the total bandwidth for the SD-WAN for the boxes. Okay, not saying that one ISP 80 meg. Okay, and for the firewall side, right, and you can see this model Z5100-S. This is the 10 gig throughput, okay, firewall, and we do have the 3 gig throughput of the firewall, which means fall under Z3200X model. And for this, both of the firewall, they also available for one of the terabyte hard disk as an optional. Okay, I do recommend you when you purchase the firewall, remember purchase the hard disk as well, because the hard disk, even those can be provide you more log, okay, about the traffic log, policy log, will be store more longer compared with the hard disk, right? And your firewall, the major thing you are using the firewall, definitely you want to know who going to attack you. So without this hard disk, you cannot be store log easily, you cannot trace the log easily, okay, from our this firewall when someone is attack you. Okay, that's why when you purchase the firewall, remember purchase the hard disk. And for these firewalls, normally we compare with the other, our SSL VPN is open, no need license. Okay, if you're going to with other the SSL VPN, some of them is chargeable, so you need to using the SSL VPN. What is mean SSL VPN? Which mean SSL VPN is a VPN client, so you can be removed from home. So you need to install one application within your this laptop or your phone. Once you have this application, you make some VPN, SSL VPN, so you can be work from home to access to your office locally. Okay, for all the resources, right? This is what we call SSL VPN. So we do have a smaller 500 support up to 1,000 of the user, okay, in the same time as well. And for the security wise, we do have the 5-in-1 license, IPS, antivirus, threat intelligence, application control database, and URL web filtering. And both of our firewall also support SON, cloud manageable. So if you don't want to cloud manageable, what we want to do? Some people saying that, yeah, your firewall, I don't want to use cloud manage. What you want to do? Sorry, my firewall must support cloud, is it? No. So please bear in mind, if the firewall don't want to manage by cloud, don't want to add to the cloud. That's all. Okay, we'll do. And for the configurations, we also do a lot of easy configuration for our firewall side. And this is the full fun view. Okay, full fun view for our this Z5100S model. So basically, we take a look by one. For this firewall, they have a console port, 2 USB port, okay, and 8 1 gig RJ45 port, and 2 1 gig fiber port, 4 10 gig fiber port, okay. So they do have the 2 extensible slot, okay. You can behind they have a 1 hard disk slot as well. And power supply, yeah, they do have support multi redundancy power supply for this model. Okay, so this is the back view. Okay, this is a back view with this firewall 5100, and they do have the 2 power supply hard disk here. And this is the expansion slot. Maybe you are not enough for the LAN port or WAN port, you can do some extension easily. Okay, and for the hard disk itself, okay, can be store the policy log especially. So without the hard disk, you are unable to see a lot of log within the firewall. That's why they have a customer has been complained before. Okay, so I advise when you purchase a firewall, please buy the hard disk together. Okay, please tie the hard disk together. And the next, I'm going to show you the front panel view for the Z3200. So for this, they also have a extensible of the hard disk, and they have a console, USB port, and they come with 8 1 gig RJ45 port, and 1 10G, and 1 1G fiber port. Okay, please take note about this. And for the firewall deployments, normally what we can be done, right? They're able to support 3 type of the mode. Okay, first, for the firewall, we support router mode. So the firewall with the router in the one, and we supply the internet for the internal, okay, internal network. And secondly, we can be do some transparent mode. What does it mean transparent mode? Okay, for this transparent mode, they only can be prevent some wireless attack for some of the policy control only. Okay, because when you're going to have a transparent mode, which means you are using other people, third party of the router. Okay, you don't want to change any of the configuration between switch to the router. So, but they need to add in the firewall. Then how? Configuration I cannot touch. I cannot touch here. Then how? I can be using the transparent mode, slot in this firewall between these 2 devices. They will able to capture the traffic in out here. That's why we call transparent mode. Everything is done by layer 2. They will only to study the traffic in out. Okay, without any of the NAT, without any of the routing. Okay, so they will study the IP segment only, with the application segment only. So we will going to help you to prevent the wireless attack and intrusion prevention for the security side. But we compare with the firewall as a gateway, also is a firewall as well. So they can be function as a router features, they can function as a security features as well. And another one more thing, okay, one more mode we are talking about, the last mode we call bypass mode. The firewall also can be worked with the bypass mode. So when we want to have a bypass mode normally is one of the monitoring purpose only. Okay, so they have only have one link connection with the firewall. The firewall like the scanner. Okay, the firewall like the scanner. So you need to do some configurations, pop metering or any of the traffic, every traffic pool send one set to my firewall. So my firewall will be capture, sending data and receiving data, okay, all the traffic here, and analyze and tell you, right, which is the packet they have a wireless. Which means this is a fully for analyze only, analyze and reporting. Okay, they won't going to do some action to block or anything. They can be analyzed and reporting to you. Okay, within this traffic, they have a wireless attacker or anything. Okay, normally this is for POC use purpose. Okay, POCU purpose, which means when the company they are asked for POC, normally we will using the bypass mode or even though we are using a transparent mode, okay, to show to the customer as well. When you're using a bypass mode, you totally no need to touch your existing network for your customer. They won't going to facing any downtime. Okay, if you're using a transparent mode, your customer still facing some downtime, but they do not need to configure the gateway and switches. Just go with the transparent mode. If you're using a router mode, which means the gateway on switches you also want to configure. Okay, when you go for the POC. All right, and the firewall actually they do come with the two type of the license. The first will be the performance license, another one is a 5-in-1 security license. So 5-in-1 security license is a yearly subscription. Okay, like yesterday I've mentioned yearly subscription. So they will count by 1 year per 1 year, but you can buy straight over 5 years. You can buy straight over 3 years for this license. And performance license right now is one time purchase. Okay, one time purchase. What does it mean one time purchase? Just buy one time only. They will permanently have these features. So this will be going to replace the performance for the firewall. The throughput. Okay, by default this one come with 1G. By default this one come with 3G throughput, 3 gig throughput, right? When I how to expand from 1G to 3 gig throughput maximum, you need to buy this. Okay, buy two. Okay, buy two of the performance 1 gig license. If you default by 3 gig, you want to upgrade to 10 gig, so you need to buy seven performance license. All right, and 5-in-1 is every years, okay, every years you need to pay for it, every years. Okay, any questions so far? So if you have question about the firewall, please let me know. And for UTM features, the 5-in-1 license, right? Normally we're talking about IPS, antivirus, threat intelligence, application control, and URL filtering. And how about the our firewall, right? The back end support, okay, for our this all the antivirus, threat intelligence, and IPS, right? And we are using Temu Security Lab. Okay, Temu Security Lab is one of the top tier security vendors in the world. And what else we can be show you that for the firewall actually for those the standard firewall features we have been support, and the firewall also support the HA. Okay, they can be work for the anti-active, anti-passive solutions for your customer as well. And the 5-in-1 license, okay, I'm going to highlight here is one by one like antivirus. So antivirus we using is the AV signature from the from which the Kabasky, yes, from Kabasky, yeah. The antivirus of the signature we are using the Kabasky to do the protections to scan the virus for your this firewall. And for IPS library, yeah, we are using this Temu Security Lab. Okay, within the signature of the IPS library, there totally are more than 15,000 of the entry. Okay, over the 90 of the applications classification. So maybe some of the mining of ransomware attack, they also able to detect by our IPS signature, okay, database.
And even though for threat intelligence, okay, threat intelligence will be respond to the newer emergency threat. Okay, it's a real-time response every time of the traffic. Like yesterday, has been explained a little bit about this, right? Regional threat intelligence is one of the concept for the cyber security. Okay, to involve thing to collect and the traffic and do the analyze with the traffic, and after that there can be dissemination for the traffic as well. Okay, so this is able to look like some real-time checking for all the vulnerability traffic go through the firewall. Okay, this is one of very important features in the for the next gen firewall. Okay, it's quite efficient more than the IPS feature as well. Okay, so we call as the immediate threat intelligence. And application control, yes, this is what we can be recognized the application level. So they will know it's a Facebook, LinkedIn, Facebook chat, Facebook applications, LinkedIn message, all these things. They will break the application more detail when you're going to select, even though for Facebook chat or Facebook application, you want to block. Okay. And for URL filtering, yes, what the database right now, you can be identify HTTP and HTTPS traffic passing through for the network. So they will going to detect and intercept the malicious of the website and eliminating and phishing for this kind of the malware attack from your this internet network as well. Okay, for the URL library right now is we are using is a bright cloud. Okay, bright cloud. So this bright cloud is have been used by more than 140 leading vendors, so like Cisco, Aruba, F5, Citrix. So our database for this URL library, we are using it the same with them as well. Okay. So they have one question is add more performance license. Would the TCP component section increase also? Yes, definitely. Okay. Because the Z3200 and Z500 concurrent section only 500,000, 1 million. Okay, this one we do have one of the Excel document to let you to have a review. Okay, you can refer back to this document. Okay, I will going to share to you later on. Okay, and for firewall side, we are talking about simple security policy configuration. So we do have built a lot of easy tools to help you to do some AI. Okay, what is mean? So the security configuration last time is not easy to configure one of the firewall. So right now, we have been leverage for this configuration skill to some of the basic or even though some of the medium of the SI they're able to do for it. So that's why the intelligent tools for the security configuration we have been trying to come out some traffic learning and port scanning, or even though for policy simulation lab and intelligent diagnostic center to save your time, save your effort. These are four major things. Okay, we have been come out to help the newbie to set up the firewall. And first, intelligent policy managers. So for this, we able to identify the traffic. Okay, let's say I want to scan this range of the IP address. What is the behavior traffic they are using? So the intelligence of the policy, they will going to monitor and show you the policy. Yes, they go with this, all these things. So you just need to review. This is the policy I permit. So I just need to permit. So this policy will be automatic add into your policy. Okay, you don't need to define yourself what is the source IP, what is the destination IP, what is the port number, what is the June from which June to which June. This is all unnecessary thing you don't need to do anymore. So everything is based on our intelligent policy manager. Okay, for those you has been configured the firewall before, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, they will Danny will be going to help you to shorten your this problem, okay, to set up the policy. And even though for this for firewall, we also support the SON. Yesterday for the section where we have been go through the SON, you are able to see they have a one step to configure the firewall. So this is the step how you are going to select the WAN interface, how you're going to select the LAN interface only for the firewall side. Okay, and this is the firewall will be going to support the AnyLink. Okay, so I think this one will be officially released in July or August. So the firewall will be going to support the AnyLink's SD-WAN solution as well. Okay, so I think just now I've been go through the AnyLink, so you already understand how our this SD-WAN go through. And the last, we're going to show you some better card, okay, with the F brand 60F. So what is the interface for our firewall we do have right now? And compare with the S brand 60F, they all is 10 gig, right? And how about the threat intelligence? This is a few things I want to show you that. And without the, let's say the firewall we are mentioned from here is the throughput is the 10 gig. Okay, normally if 3 gig. So when you turn on the IPS, so definitely the throughput will be dropped. When you turn on the threat protection, throughput will be dropped again. Okay, this is something you want to take note. So that's why we have one of table you can be refer back. Okay, so within this, what is the limitation of the throughput I want to purchase? And even though for this, you can able to see that we have a better card for this Z5100 series, and compare with our this 3 gig, 4 gig, 6 gig, 7 gig, 8 gig, 9 gig, 10 gig license. Okay, so for the SF brand, normally for the 3 gig above, you need to have a ATF model. So this is the throughput. Okay, this is the IPS throughput by their this F brand and the next gen firewall throughput as well. So in order that when you need to have a 10 gig throughput for the F brand, you need to go to the 100F model. So for 100F model, basically you can see the throughput for the IPS when they are turned on the IPS, right? They only have 2.6 gig only. But for us, we still have a 4 gig. Okay, we still have a 4 gig. They will related the different of the brand of the manufacturer when they are built for the firewall. When you turn on these features, how many of the CPU, how many memory will be located to this device to manage. For us, our tuning is we can be still up to 4 gig if you turn on the IPS throughput as well. Okay, this is what I'm going to share you some comparison table as okay for today. And again, okay, this is our part number about our this firewall. So how we are able to select a firewall properly, especially for sales. And this is a base hardware. Okay, 3200. Okay, when you need to purchase this model. And you need to purchase the bigger size one, Z5100, purchase this part number. And this is the hard disk. Okay, this is the hard disk I mentioned. And the licenses, okay, the licenses, we do have 2 licenses. The first, this one is a 5-in-1 license for 3200 model. This is a license for 5100 model, 5-in-1 license. And this is the performance license. Okay, this is a performance license. Okay, please take note about the performance license. This is a 1 gig. Okay, 1 gig, 1 license. If you want to achieve 3 gig, purchase 2. Okay, purchase 2. If you want to 7 gig, purchase 7. Okay, purchase 7 up to the 10 gig. This is a firewall selection. Okay, for the product for Rcps firewall. All right, so how we are going to select the firewall for the company? For some of the medium size of the enterprise, like 300, 1000 users, go to Z5100S. For below 300, okay, go with Z3200 model. Okay, this is recommended from the firewall side. Okay, so far, have any questions? So that's all for my sharing about firewall part. Okay. And next, okay, and the next, let us to continue again because it's 319. Okay, now we will going to have a e-lighten solution. Okay. How many of you first time to listen for e-lighten? I want to know. Please type 1 in the chat box. You know what is the e-lighten? If you don't know, please type 1. Okay. All right. So SME portfolio, normally we do have one more product, okay? It's a full optical solutions. What do you mean full optical solutions? So this full optical solution we call e-lighten, okay? So let me to introduce some e-lightens overview for everyone. So what is the key advantage for us to using the fiber? Okay, normally when you're using the fiber, you know the transmission is more far away and even though more faster reliability. Okay, this is what we are mentioning here. And even though for the fiber bandwidth, you can be easy upgrading. Even though you are mentioned 1 gig same fiber, 10 gig also using the same fiber, okay, right now, okay, and 40 gig also using the same fiber media. And even though for the fiber, you know what is the material to build for the fiber, right? It's the plastic, okay, it's the plastic. So it's the plastic, the life cycle about this plastic is more longer compared with the copper, okay. And even though for the fiber, we call as a energy saving as well. Okay, that's why the new trend for the coming is a fiber, using fiber instead of the copper as well. So for e-lighten solutions, so this is the what I'm going to introduce to all of you. You can take a look, watch about it first. Okay.
In a world where connectivity is king, Ray Re presents the future of hotel networking, the e-lighten optical solution. From optical core switches to access switches, APs, PON splitters, and optical transceiver, e-lighten has you covered. With e-lighten optical solution, experience a transformative wave of optical communications. Simplify network management with Ray-Gia Cloud's centralized platform for Ethernet and optical networks. Triple play efficiency is now at your fingertips. Network, TV, and telephone services converge into a single fiber and AP. Experience hotel-wide seamless roaming. E-lighten ensures smooth online interactions. Passive aggregation simplifies both setup and maintenance, saving time. Reducing expenses has never been easier. E-lighten optical solution is a transformation, ensuring your guests are always just a click away from the world.
So e-lighten normally they build by few of the component. Okay, normally it's not too much of the hardware you will going to involve. So definitely they have a core switch. Okay, this is what we call core switch. Let me have a drawing. And they do have a splitter, fiber distribution devices, and they do have the access switch. Okay, they do have a AP access point and optical transceiver. Okay, what I'm going to show you the new trend of the e-lighten solution for the access switch. Definitely you can see here, right? The port totally is different. No need have any of the uplink for the transceiver anymore. Okay, this is a beauty design for the e-lighten. Wow, so fast. Okay, and what kind of the scenario they are require e-lighten solution? Okay, some sort like hotel, between the room is 50 up to 300 room, resort, villa, apartment, dormitory. Okay, some of the this kind of the scenario they are required the e-lighten because of what? Okay, because the entire of the e-lighten design for the optical solution is look like this way. They do have the core layer we call optical core switch OLT. Okay, we do have a aggregation layer, okay, for the splitter. Okay, this is the passive splitter. Okay, you do not need any of the power for these devices, no power. Okay, and end up you can be type any of the accessories, you can type for the AP, okay, wall AP. So for this, right, we can be help you to reduce the entire of the project cost. Okay, let's say I give you one of that number for hotel solutions. Okay, we are going to compare with e-lighten solution with the normal internet solution. Last time when this is the what we say the server room, you are required the core switch. Okay, and then the core switch you need to have a transceiver. Okay, is it I'm right? You need to have a transceiver and fiber. You need 2 core fiber. Okay, go to the floor switch. And floor switch, you need to have a transceiver again. Okay, and then you need to have a 1 switch. All right. So this is the cost, transceiver, fiber, 2 core fiber, transceiver. And you need to power point. Okay, you need to have a power to power up the switch. Okay, you need to power up the switch. This is a switch. Okay, this is a switch. And after that, you need to have the switch to the network cable RJ45. Go to the inside the room, put the AP, power up the wall AP. Okay, you need to have a AP. So this is what we say the traditional internet solutions. But for e-lighten solution, what I want you to see here, we just need to maintain back. This is the core switch layer. Okay, this is the one. We still put in here. Okay, and we need transceiver or not? Yes, I need transceiver. I need to put 1 transceiver here. And I just need to use 1 single core fiber link up to the splitter. Okay, link up to the splitter, one core fiber link up to the splitter, and the splitter will be horizontal to the switches to the AP. Fiber, everything by fiber. This is fiber, fiber, fiber. All is by fiber. So this splitter can be split multiple AP, multiple switches. So we do have the one split 16, one split 32 of the devices using the single of the passive splitter. So this is the building design for the full fiber solution with the hotel scenario. And even though what we can be see here, right, is more detail about E-Lighten. This is a core switch. For our core switch, right, you can have this one of the what we say the one of the core of the fiber go to a splitter. Passive splitter no need any power. Okay, you can go with the AP, you can go with the switcher supply, the ceiling AP, PoE, and the camera, and blah blah blah. That's all. Okay, and they also can be worked for traditional way. My core switch also can be worked for traditional way, which means all the while you need to two core fiber with the SFP. You purchase the FFP here, two core fiber here to your FFP again. This is the traditional way, okay? And traditional way, you need to have a copper cable to power up all equipment. This is a traditional way. And for those do not have fiber solution, they use RJ45. Connect RJ45, RJ45, RJ45. So the building design for E-Lighten solutions, right? We can be worked in one family. What does it mean? The one family, which means we can be worked with the same configurations, okay? Same managed platform, okay? And same roaming experience, which means my AP itself can be roaming from the E-Lighten to the traditional fiber solution to the traditional of the internet solution, all in one family we are talking about, okay? That's why for our this E-Lighten solution, we do have the key advantage, okay? The first thing first, we can be support analog to IP phone connections. Triple pay services for those like the hotel room, dormitory room, they require IPTV connection, RJ45 connections, RJ11 connections, and for the network connection, yes, you can go ahead. And the core switch is built for the OLT integrations as well. Okay, and seamless roaming between the Ethernet and the optical AP solution. So you can see all the services we are trying to bundle in one core fiber. So your this total cost and even though the transceiver cost, we will help you to bring down, to lower down your this Ethernet solutions budget. So to make everyone can be affordable for this kind of the solution. And the operation for this E-Lighten also can be using Ray Cloud as a managed platform. Okay, so let us to take a look with this G-point solution because you can see it's look like G-point, but totally it's not G-point. Okay, our this E-Lighten is not G-point. Don't miss up, don't miss up. It's not G-point. You can take a look with G-point solution first. I will show you one video.
In hotel projects, the commonly used solutions are Ethernet and PON. What about Ethernet? Corridor AP scenario. Poor Wi-Fi experience. Wall AP scenario. High cost. What about PON? Complex design. Complex configuration. Complex wiring. No hotel-wide roaming. Complex maintenance. Is there a better, more convenient option?
All right. Even though you can see G-point solutions, they do facing a lot of problem before. And for the E-Lighten solution right now, what else I can show you more in depth compare with the G-point solutions, right? Let me have this overview to you. Okay. Basically, for the G-point solution last time, you need to have a G-point, you need to have an OLT, you need to have a splitter, you need to ONU. All right. But for this solution, only for G-point solution, when you want to integrate with the internet phone solution, you need to have involve the core switch. In order that, right, your G-point solution, the cost will be increased. You need to purchase more devices. And the OLT for the G point is not cheaper, the price, compared with our this eLighten solutions. And our eLighten solution is a typical core switch. Wherever what you want to configure OSPF, trunk port, everything similar like what you have been learned before. Okay, you no need special to learn again for the OLT command and the setup for the ONU. Wherever for these eLighten solutions, you also can be complete it by SON. You mean just now this morning you have been trying SON, right? You also can be complete this feature with the SON. So how we can be do for this kind of the setup, right? So you can able to see that, yeah, we do have the AI bomb, right? Will be help you to calculate how many splitter, how many ONU you're going to deploy, okay, for your this customer side as well. And the major thing I will show you that even those for our eLighten, we have a version 1 and version 2 right now. Okay, the version 2 will be on September, October, we're going to launch, fully launch in the market. And the version 1 right now, we are going to show you that the pinpoint for the internet solution. Version 1, a lot of AP are applicable for the Wi-Fi 5 also. Because the Wi-Fi 5 is more than enough for all the hotel and hostel experience already for the one of the customer. Because when we compare, when your customers, right, last time they are saying that, yeah, can you code me Wi-Fi 7? Yes, I can code you. So all the room, please help me to put Wi-Fi 7. After you put, you design, the customer tell you, wow, why very expensive? End up, what is the solution you offer to them? Or like this, I put the Wi-Fi 7 AP inside the corridor. It's more cheaper compared you are putting in the room. Is it, you agree with me? I think a lot of SI here, right? So when you're going to quote for the customer, yes, you tell them, this is a hotel room. Let's say this is a 6 room. So the best design, I put every room, they have a Wi-Fi 7 AP. But after you submit the price to the customer tell you, wow, too high for the cost for every room to have a Wi-Fi 7. Do you have other idea or not? Okay, so you will propose, yes, you put in the corridor, or just 2 only can cover everything already. Okay, so Wi-Fi 7, we are talking about Wi-Fi 7. But do you know that when you put inside the Wi-Fi 7 to the corridor, what do you think? What do you think? I have a question to all of you. What do you think? Are using Wi-Fi 7 AP in the corridor? When I stand here, how many bandwidth you still able to get from the Wi-Fi 7 AP? Anyone can answer me or not? If I put another of the solution, each of the room, I put Wi-Fi 5 AP. I put Wi-Fi 5 AP here. Which one is better? Wi-Fi 5 AP compared with the Wi-Fi 7 corridor AP deployment? Yes, that's definitely is Wi-Fi 5. The experience is better than corridor Wi-Fi 7 AP. Even though you're using Wi-Fi 7, but you did not fully use for the Wi-Fi 7 experience. There's a problem we are facing a lot before, right? Of course, for here, let's say you just use the Wi-Fi 7 costing. Let's say 1 unit of the Wi-Fi 7, you can purchase my eLighten wall, 3 unit. Why not? The experience compared with this kind of solutions, right? At the same price, I give you better solution, better experience. This is what I highlight for this PPT to everybody. Okay, and the next for our this AP itself. So what is the concept about triple pay services? Which means this is the AP, they're able to provide the LAN port, one to the IPTV, another LAN port to the PC, another LAN port to the gadget, okay, maybe of internet gadget or anything. Another one of the port, they provide RJ11 to the analog phone, okay, analog phone. What is mean RJ11 for the analog phone, okay? And we are trying to build this an ecosystem, okay, for entire of the whole solution to the customer. So for the AP itself, there can be attached for the RJ11 telephony. And then which means this is the SIP client. Okay, this is a SIP client. So if you have a IPPBX server here, my AP can be configurable the SIP information, the login name, password, what is the telephone number here, okay, over my this AP. So after that, you can be provide your analog phone, you can call out, call in, you can call to the internal intercom without any of the problem. So it also can be work for the IP phone at the same time. Okay, this is something like
different story already. Okay, industrial for the IP phone. And let's to take a look the concept about the e-lighten. I will show you one video. Okay, please take a look with this video first.
Welcome to the test of the E-Lighten AP. It's the test demo and topology. We'll be showcasing how E-Lighten AP converts analog phones into IP phones and manages the entire phone network efficiently. With E-Lighten AP, we've integrated VoIP module, allowing analog phones to communicate as IP phones. Look, dialing from one phone and the other is ringing. It's seamless and works perfectly. With the IP PBX, you can manage the entire phone network, eliminating the need for multiple PBX systems, which significantly reduces costs. Plus, IP-based management makes operations and maintenance much simpler. Now, let's talk about software features. Directly on the Rcps cloud platform, you can see the status of each phone extension in real time. For hotels and similar settings, we offer bulk configuration options. For example, you can set the volume for all phones connected to the AP at once, and define phone location categories to quickly locate any phone in the network, making configuration even easier. You can also modify various parameters for individual AP.
All right, so we're going to compare with our this e-lighten solution with the GPON solutions, right? Definitely, like a lot of features like GPON, they are unable to provide to you. Like what else we are supported? We are supported the roaming. So even though for our e-lighten same family, or we are across with our RAY Ethernet solutions or full fiber solution, half of fiber solution, we also can be work with the seamless mobility. Okay, with this disconnection problem when you have a WhatsApp call, when you have a Zoom video meeting call as well. And the next, we're going to show you the videos how the smartphone can be seamless shift between the e-lighten optical AP with the Ethernet AP without any of the interruption. Which means right now the video we're going to show you e-lighten work with our family Ethernet AP solution using the copper. Okay, so what happening? Okay, whether it's smooth or not. Okay, you can take a look with this video.
As demonstrated, E-Lighten AP is placed in the room, and Ethernet AP is placed in the corridor. It's currently connected to an E-Lighten optical AP. Now, I'm going to walk from the E-Lighten optical AP coverage area to the Ethernet ceiling AP area. Watch closely as the phone automatically switches networks. As shown, the phone has seamlessly switched to the Ethernet ceiling AP without any interruption. With this seamless roaming feature, you can enjoy a consistent internet experience no matter where you are in the building. You don't have to worry about network interruptions or connection instability when you're on the move.
Okay, the key advantage right now for the e-lighten design, right, we can be easily to build the bomb. Okay, so the AI heat map has been embedded for this e-lighten item. Okay, you can go into select what is the item you want to use using our this AI heat map as well. And for those maybe today you just join me, right? So I will show again using the phone to the AI heat map experience. Okay, because some of you just now they also asked me this question again about this AI heat map, how to do it. Okay, how to do it for the AI heat map. Okay, so I need you, all of you is prepare for your phone again. Prepare for your phone again to log into this Rcps application. Okay, are you ready? Ready? Please type 1, bro. How about other? Only 7% only. Thank you, Felicia. Ken, Chong, Kevin, Sharon, Hok Ying, okay, Riff, okay, Clemens. Okay, all right. So again, so how we can be experience the AI heat map, all right? So basically, what you can be done this, right? You just need to open the RayJRE applications. Okay, so you can see this front page. Okay, I think everyone is in these pages, right? And secondly, go to product. Okay, go to product here. Okay, so we do have some bomb builder here. Okay, we do have some bomb builder here. So for those, you're able to see that on top of here, they have one called BOM. Okay, BOM, right? This time we try AI bomb. Not heat map, not heat map. We try AI bomb. Okay, we try AI bomb first. So what is mean AI bomb? So AI bomb normally they were going to help you to provide the quotation without floor plan, So for the AI bomb, right? First thing first, what we want to experience is we going to type back your name. Okay, let's say I put Aston. You put back your name. Okay, this bomb is for yourself. Okay, and when you put the name, after you put the name, secondly, just go to wire here. Just add the wire. How many of the wire connection do you need? Okay, you can put 10. I need 10 point, 10 wire point for the switches. Okay, and how many of the CCTV? Maybe 4 channel, including MVR is 5 channel. Okay, 5 port I needed. Okay, and for the next, how many of the Wi-Fi you want to deploy for the area? Okay, how many single of the area? So I will make few of the single area. Within this, I have a 2 room. Okay, 2 room. So then require some Wi-Fi. Okay, even though you can add more. Indoor, they have one area more than 20 people within this area. You can add more for this information. Okay, once you done it, you create general bomb. What you can see, they will recommend the mid budget of the router model, PoE switch, access switch, wall AP, ceiling AP, okay, and how many of the network cable RJ45 you are needed. They also provide some mid budget, high budget, low budget model for you. Okay, let's say definitely we will choose high budget all the while. Okay, when we choose high budget, you can see the ceiling AP trend to AP880L model. Okay, mid budget, which means 2200, but when you confirm everything, you just click use. You can see we can come with the one of the very basic proposal document to the customer. Okay, without any of the floor plan. So you can be export, okay, to Excel, PDF, Word file immediately. Okay, let's say I going to export the Excel. So I will going to save it. Okay, I will going to save it. So I go to download page. Okay, you can open the same page. Okay, once you have been download the BOM. Okay, you're able to see the floor plan, the high level of the topology, everything. Okay, in our this AI BOM builder. Okay, AI BOM builder. Okay, and even though you can do some touch up, you want to see more product, right? And you can be based from here. Okay, based on the product AI BOM, you can be look back for your this project you have been created just now. Okay, your order this quotation will be stored under the bottom part. Okay, this is just now what we are doing. So you can be edit again. Okay, let's say I don't want these devices, so I can be edit entire of this product. So when I go into edit, right, so I can mix with the e-lighten. So I can go to add product. Based on the product line, you can see e-lighten here. Okay, you can see e-lighten here. The fire icon means the RayJ recommended model. Yes, okay. The fire icon is a recommended model. And how we can be add more devices, you can go back to the add product, edit, go to add product again, and you can go to select the e-lighten. Okay, the e-lighten is here. So how we going to select the e-lighten? So you can be select the product Okay, what model you want. Okay, this is a core switch, and what is the speaker? Okay, the speaker, and what is the access switches? What is the AP? I will going to select. So after you confirm, you add again. So they will going to have some. Even though my AI will tell you, hey, you lack of one of the accessory within the e-lighten. I forget to choose the transceiver. So they will tell you there's a rich warning. Optical transceiver must be added. Otherwise, the e-lighten solution cannot be used. So this is one of the AI also. Okay, I can be add. So I go to e-lighten again. I add the transceiver. You can see completely done already. Okay, completely done already. So at the end, you also can be see again for these solutions. Okay, you can see again for these solutions and go back. You can see they already changed. Okay, even though for topology, yeah, you can see even those more size, big sizable. Okay, what you can see more detail. Let me to see that. Okay, you can see the e-lightens has been slot in to this mixed environment. Okay, with the traditional solution as well. Okay, this once you've done everything, you can export again. Okay, export again. And they are keep additional one optical recommend. Oh, they need to have another one optical. Why need to have another one? Let me check first. Oh, because I have a two speaker I going to choose. Okay, because I choose two speaker, that's why I need two transceiver. Okay, that's why you can see the AI is workable. Okay, it can be tell you advice what is the item you have been lack. Okay, for this quotation as well. So this is a AI bomb. Okay, this is a AI bomb. Okay, so once you're done, export again, you can be have a Excel, PDF, and Word file. Okay, so this is a AI bomb. So is it all of you is first time using this? If yes, please type 1. Let me see. I have my old friend also using this or not. Okay, so it is a very what we say convenience tools. Okay, when we are going to make the quotation, even though myself also using this. Okay, you can see I can be make a lot of quotation using our this AI features. Okay, and for this scenario, normally for e-lighten, the cost is not so expensive. Okay, it's very cost effective as well compared with the internet solutions. That's why we do have a lot of solutions. Okay, has been using this e-lighten solution as well. Okay, even though for Malaysia, Penang they do have 3 or 4 hotels using already for e-lighten. Okay, Johor also yes. Okay, KL we will have another one of project ongoing with the e-lighten solution. Okay, this is a summary about our this e-lighten solution. So as you can see that, so for the core switch layer, we do have 2 type of the model for the core switch right now. Okay, so the first is the MPF 5200M. So it's a core switch. They do have 8 speaker fiber connections. Okay, what do you mean? Which means I can be connect this with the 8 port. Okay, with the 8 speaker. 8 different type of the speaker. If you need to more than that, maybe 16 of the speaker, you need to choose the higher model, MBS 6002. And this is the optical transceiver only applicable in the core switch. Access switch no need transceiver. Speaker no need transceiver. Okay. And when the core switch type with the speaker, the speaker will be typed with the access switch and the AP. That's all. Okay. The combination is very straightforward. Okay, the combination is very straightforward, which means this transceiver need to slot into here. Okay, and once it's slot in, connect to the splitter, and the splitter will be connect to the access switch, connect to the access switch, connect to the AP also. Okay, that can be have this kind of the connection. There can be have this kind of the connection. So for this modular MPS 6002M, and there can be selected modular card, okay, based on the customer needed. So the modular card, they have 16 port of the fiber port, splitter fiber port. They have 8 copper port and 2 10G uplink port as well. Okay, and the other remaining you can be using as a full 24 copper port and 2 uplink for 10G port as well. And you still maybe you need to have a fiber port more. okay, you can be select this model as well. Okay, for the access switch layer, we do have 3 type: 8-port non-PoE, 8-port PoE, and 16-port PoE. Okay, and AP, we have one model right now for the wall AP, APF1250. Okay, this is for our this wall AP design. So you can see they have one RJ45, 3 RJ, one RJ11, 3 RJ45 port here. Okay, RJ11 is definitely for this analog phone, analog phone design. And the transceiver, this is a transceiver specification. For the E-Lighten solution, the distance between the end to end is 10 kilometer. You no need to worry about the distance anymore. Okay, the splitter within the transceiver up to the end devices is 10 kilometer without any of the problem. Okay, so that's all for the E-Lighten. Okay, E-Lighten for today. And then the last part, okay, the last part for the product introductions is OCE. Okay, OCE. So the OCE introductions, you still remember OCE stand for what? Anyone still remember OCE stand for? Nobody can answer. Okay, it's good. So I no need to give some gift here. Okay, OCE stand for OMI Control Engine. So it's one of the on-premise platform software in the SMB market. So the platform they will integrate the MMS and NSC module as well in the one. And OCE IM is stand for Identity Manager. OCE MM is stand for Network Manager. Okay. So yesterday I have been go through with this. What is the IM? IM is basic to let you to know it's a radio server. They are fully for maintain all the authentication. MM is fully for manage devices. Okay, to manage all the devices in one of the software platform. This is on-prem solutions that we are talking about. So this is another of the table I will going to show you. Compare with the Rage Cloud and the Rage OC. What the cloud can be done, what the OC can be done. All right. So basically, we take a look one by one. Software architecture. Public clouds, we do have the AI, we do have a SaaS, but on Prime, right? Normally, it's just for some deployment management only for some of the management server. So they do not have any of the what we say the AI or SaaS built in for the OCE. That's why for the comparisons between this, you also can be compared with the service component. Okay, MMS plus NAC. So the ready available in our this cloud, public cloud. So in order that AI also is a part of the component. But for OCE, right, only have a MMS and the NAC. Okay, they do not have all these AI features. And what else we can be showing here for the subscription fees? Rage Cloud is a lifetime fee for the cloud, right? But for OCE also lifetime license, okay, plus yearly service package. What does mean yearly service package? Yearly service package which means the maintenance, okay, maintenance about the OCE. It depend you want to purchase or don't want to purchase, okay. And what is the device can be support for Rage Cloud? Rage and Ray devices all can be support. But for OCE, only available for the SME product, we're going to support for the OCE. And for those the third-party device you want to manage, you can go through to the SNMP. Which means this management system also can be added with the SNMP for the third-party devices. Okay, and device capacity for Rage Cloud is unlimited. For our OCE is applicable for 1 to 100,000 devices. Okay, and for the data storage for this for public cloud, you still remember we have the GDPR. So certain of the log is belong to 30 days, certain of the log is belong to the 90 day. Okay, but for OCE, customer on-site server, all the data will be stored in the server and the data center, okay, located with the server as well. And target customers for Rage Cloud is for all customer. For OCE is for end user who will going to purchase and deploy locally for their own managed purpose. Okay, and for this is the functional architecture about the OCMM. So for the features that you want to system monitoring, upgrade, SSO, license management certified, okay, certificate, right? And the network configuration like IP management, Wi-Fi optimization, Wi-Fi roaming, network access control, multi-WAN, fault control, like ACL, NAT, net traversal, VPN, this thing, you can be do some configurations, device configuration using our this OCMM. So even though you want to manage the AP with the SSID, with the radius, loop balancing, rate limit, radio planning, mesh, you can be using our this MM as a software controller to control for the wireless switches and gateway, even though for the some of the advanced features configurations. Okay, and the MM also can be exported the network report, network help, topology, log, alarm. Okay, you help you to monitoring, and even though you can be export the report as well. And the connection between the device connect with OCE is using CWMP, MQTT from our equipments, or even those for RAGE and RE equipments. But for third party of the devices, you can using the SMP to add on to our OCMM. You also can be monitoring for the third party equipments as well. Okay, and for the OCE right now, okay, for our OC right now, and you can be installed, normally will be installed for the your network, customer network with the core switch layer. So you need to invest the server, just install the OCEMM, just install the OCIM. This is the two module. Okay, two module. You cannot be merged in one server, which means you need to have a OCEMM server, you need to have a OCIM server. Okay, they can be work for the VM. Okay, they will work for the VM and HCI, okay, HCI solution as well. And the model going to support the OCMM as on Prime. These are all available model. Okay, CS series and all RAGE series. Normally all RAGE series can be support. Okay, SMEs for the AP series and the CS series also support. And this is the requirements for the server. Okay, when you go with the this what we say is the OCE, okay, OCE okay, OCMM. So this is the devices, how many of devices you want to manage. Let's say you want to manage 100 devices, 1,000 devices. The minimum entry for the requirement for the CPU and memory, okay, is listed here. Hard disk space. So our MM and IM work with under the Rocky Linux platform. Rocky Linux, okay, someone is asking already. Okay, so the bandwidth for this OCE is not using too much. Okay, let's say you imagine 100 devices just using 5 meg download speed and upload speed only for your TLAN port. And if it was 1020 meg only, very less of the traffic to manage all these devices. Okay, even though up to 5,000 devices are 40 meg traffic. Okay, the traffic is very less. That's why you imagine when our devices connect to the reject cloud or public cloud, how much traffic we are using. One device, 1 month, more than 1 meg. This is what we have been see before. Okay, and next I will going to show you some easy maintenance. So whatever what I going to ask you this morning to experience the ACN, you still remember, configure the VLAN. ACN features still available for OCA or OCEMM. Okay, the OCEMM also support these ACN features. Okay, for those like L2, L3 roaming, okay, for our OCEMM, they also support seamless roaming. Okay, and for those like the diversified to data report, you can be export your this report easily. Okay, for this periodic of the work summary for your customers is also support. Okay, network topology, you can be have a visualized topology for the this network for your customer, and third party management for the SNMP. This is the way. So for the server itself, you're able to see they do have a one more column, okay, for third party of the device in order that for our own devices. So you can, when you add in the third party device like the H brand, like the A brand, like the T brand, right? Since they are support the SNMP, you can be add into our this third party management OCMM. Okay. So
Once MM finish, now we move for IM. Okay, IM. So this is a overall functional architecture about the IM. Okay, some people call them NSC. Okay, NSC. So for IM level, what kind of the level we can be up to that, right? So our IM can be support third-party devices, support vendor attribute, right? And they can be based from the locker account authentication, voucher authentication, Microsoft AD, LDAP, radio proxy. They can do the integration using our this IM and achieve some 802.1s authentication. Okay, MAC authentications based on the SSID authentications, right? And even those they can be support KP portal, the same experience like public reject cloud. Like you show the page, they have a voucher login, account login, 1-click login, SMS login. They also supported in our IM. Okay. And in come future, the Azure AD also will be going to support in our IM as well. Okay, in future. Okay. And this is what we can be up to the level for the OCIM. So let's say your customer saying that I have a on-prem MM, I need to have a Rage Cloud portal. Then how? Okay. So you need to purchase two modules. IM and MM work together. Because IM is responsible for this KP portal. MM is responsible for configuration and manage all the devices. So you need to buy both together, right? And once they are authenticate, you can be push the policy. So what is the policy you can push? You can push how many concurrent client, how many time period you want to control, traffic quota, dynamic VLAN assign, TOS about the speed limit. Okay, for the monitoring part, you can see how many of the people online using what kind of the method online, and then you can be export the reporting for the online as well. Okay, and the system management mostly like the SMS alarm, debug log. Okay, you can be easily to export using our this IM. So the IM interface look like this way, OCE IM. So the modules is we're going to show you right now how many people authenticate. What is the method they authenticate? When they are authenticate, okay, and detail authenticate. So what is the name, account, IP, MAC address, registration, online time, device, MAC, device group, all these things will be listed, okay, will be as a log within the IM as a monitoring purpose. And we're going to compare with the Air brand, some of the Air brand like ClearPass, okay. The ClearPass configurations is not easy. The setup is not easy. So when you're going to have this, what we say to have this authentication, after authentication, you need to have push the policy. Okay. So for us, normally it's more better and easy compared with the Air brand. So this is the few steps I'm going to show you. The first thing, normally we need to integrate with the customer AD or LDAP. Okay. This is the part, this is the way how we are going to integrate with their AD or LDAP. Okay, we just need to point to their AD IP, their password, okay, their username, and all this information. After you have an integration with their AD or LDAP, the secondly, you need to create a policy. Okay, the policy will you can be created within this login with this LDAP or AD. So how many of the concurrent users for this login of the user can be used? Okay, and even though you can play around with the QoS and VLAN aside, you can once this login, what is the VLAN you're going to appoint it to them? Okay, this is a policy. So and for KP portal configurations, it's easy. Okay, just like experience like Rage Cloud. Okay, public Rage Cloud. And that's all. That's all for our sharing. And even though we have some easy testing tools, you can once you have been integrated with the AD and the Radius LDAP, so you can have a testing whether your account password is correct or not. Okay, and for the server specification for OCIM, so they do have the server requirements. So let's say the authentication we based from the MAC address. Okay, we count by the MAC address. Like let's say 300 of the MAC address, you need to have a 2 core, 8 gig, 100 gig of the SSD. Okay, if this is a server requirement, maybe 5,000 of the authentication. What is the server spec you need? 8 core, 32 gig, 1 tera of the SSD. Okay,
So they do have the question here. So does OCIM support tar cards? No. Okay, no tar cards. Okay, no tar cards. All right. So what we are offering to the market right now is we are charging by one-time cost. Okay. So we no need have every years to renew our this license or anything. You just need to renew the services. Okay, the support services in order that your this server failure or anything. Okay. So that's why for services you're able to see that our OC, MMS comparisons with all the A brand, U brand, T brand. So this is the table. Okay, this is the table comparison. So our this OCMM, we do support our AP switches gateway. We also support our network auto provisioning, our ACN, okay, network VLAN deployment, and VLAN virtualization. You can see all the VLAN virtualization. Roaming, yes, similar roaming, radio auto optimizations, reporting for the Wi-Fi experience, logical physical topology, multi-tenancy control for the account. Okay, debt retention for the 1 years. Okay, and high availability. You can be work with the clustering with your server with my OCIM and MM. Okay, even though for the data encryption, yes. Okay, license policy, easy and lifetime. RayJ can provide professional service for setup and install OCMMIM. Yes, we can be provide. No problem. Okay, just you can be inquiry the price. But all the whiles, I think our VAD, we have been trained them well. Okay, they also able to help you to work for it. Okay, but you can be inquiry their cost. Okay, for our this VAD, in order as principal for work for it. So the IM normally will be going to compare with the market product like CarePass, ICE, NSC, MPS. Okay. Actually, all of them actually is one of the radius server. So what else the advantage we compare with them? We do have our internal portal. Okay, you can see our how easy we can be create our portal, and you can have a advertisement before authentications. So which means the IM itself, they also support the video, okay, marketing video. So you can have a marketing video before they are logged in. So the experience is exactly same with the Rage Cloud. Okay, the most important thing is a lifetime license. Okay, we are selling lifetime license. So we do have the debugging tools and the dashboard statistic. Okay, statistic you can able to see in our OCIM. Okay, and end up, this is our license policy about our OCIM and MM. Actually, our OCIM and MM right now, you can be download as a free. They do have a 1 month license for you. Okay, the 1 month license for IM is 20 concurrent online user for 1 month. For MM, it's the 10 devices you can be managed for 1 month. Okay, as a demo license, free demo license. So if you everything is okay, so what else you want to buy for the SKU? So you need to make sure when you need to buy IM, you need to buy the base. Okay, you need to buy the base. This is what we call RGOC identity base. Then you just need to buy how many authentication you need. Okay, 300 which means you buy this 3 times. 3 times 100 is mean 300. That's all. Okay, OCE base and the authentication license. For MM also the same. Buy the base license and how many devices you want to manage. Okay, and this is extra 2 additional thing. These are the services I'm talking about. So we take a look with the OCE SSP 1 years. What is the services they are provided? Basic 1 year technical service support package SSP annual fees. Okay, this service is charged annually and cover the following: technical support file restoration, remote technical support during locked office hour 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, including software update, after sales technical consultant, file restoration, dedicate channel for submitting service complaint and suggestion. Okay, these are for basic technical services. Okay, and how about OCE CDS? OCE CDS, which means they fall under premium technical customization development service. So for those maybe the OCE, you need to customize the features. They will going to charge per basic. Okay, this service will be charged on per incident basic to cover for the following. So the R&D will support to help you to cluster deployment. So you want to do the deployment for the cluster data migration, server migration, OC server restoration after the server restart, remote data backup, all these things is fall under OC CDS. Just now, I think Mr. Ken is asking this question. Okay, so we do have the package for you. Okay, and then end up, remind again. So summary, on prime of the platform and affordable lifetime license with the 2 module with our OC, IM, and MM. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, that's all for my product introduction today. Okay, and I have one more last module. Okay, this is about the tender making. Okay, what does it mean tender making? Because I realized that within this few years, a lot of a partner going to ask me about the tender making. Okay, about the RayJ SME product especially. So how we can be go for this tender specifications making, right? So basically I need to share some information. Okay, so I already create 4 things: basic knowledge, typical tender request, tender for switch, and tender for Wi-Fi. Okay, what is a tender? Tender mostly you can see for some of the IFQ, IFT, IFP, IFI. Okay, actually all of them is asking for the product informations. Okay, so in the world maybe you can see some of the term. Maybe some of you is new for this, right? You can see some of the people they call IFT. IFT stands for request for tender. Okay, sometimes we also call TOR, tender of reference. Okay, for Malaysia is quite often you can see RFP and RFQ. RFQ is mean request for quote. Okay, RFP is mean request for proposal. RFI is mean request for information. Okay, basically you can see these are all the tender they will going to request for you. I need RFP, I need RFI, I need RFQ, this kind of thing. So for process for the tender, the life cycle for the tender, they do have a 8 step here. Okay, when the buyer lists their request for the tender, so you get the notification, you search for the tender, you plan and prepare, you write your tender to respond, submit your this tender response, and buyer will be evaluate your list response. Buyer will be award the tender, and until the end, the contract commences. Okay, this is the life cycle strat for the tender, one of the basic tender. So mostly for the tender conditions, right? They do have some rules, okay, for you to need to process and respond for it. Okay, they will provide some paper. Okay, some of the paper you need to buy. Okay, especially for some of the big project. So the tender of the sample of the tender, they will look like some product tender. They will show you the quality of the tender, installation of the tender. Normally in one of document you can see this kind of the tender sample page. Okay, and we can be look for detail for especially when you can be focused the purpose to some product tender. Okay, for the product tender, we need to set up some baseline, okay, for the product selection. So we want to know within this tender what is the product they are looking for, okay, and what is the advantage. And another of the one of the very important when you write for the tender spec for the equipment, right? You need to know the point to lock down your this solution with the advantage. So you want to block some unwanted vendor, especially, okay, the first thing first you want to see. And for the typical tender selections, right? Normally we have come out with the tender spec for all the product, okay, especially for all the VAD. I already share with all of them about our this product certification. Okay, so all the features we have been highlight there, we have been put in by grading, promotion, execute, and basic. Okay, let's to take a look what is mean about grading. So all the model actually we have been already highlight all the features. So we will already evaluate for these features whether it's a grading, promotion, exclusive, or basic. So what is mean grading? Grading means equal the level of these features is equal with the other competitor. Okay, which means it's a similar with other competitor. Okay, let's say this is one of the example I've been take out from the AP84OL. We're going to compare with Cisco Aruba Ruckus. So this is the what we say if you're talking about Wi-Fi 6 standard
IEEE 802.11x dual radio. This is quite standard. Everyone, they do have this. Okay, this is what we call G grading. When you see P promotion, which means this meaning is make sure other vendor have to choose more expensive level product. So this is more expensive, okay, in terms of like performance, port number, and speed. Let's say from here you can see this is the what we say one of the specification from our this AP. Maximum throughput per AP not less than 5.375 gig. Okay, so from this you can see we put P promotion. Okay, promotion which means our these features, okay, is other is more expensive than us, okay, for these features as well. And for exclusive, okay, for exclusive, right? So this is a special term. We can be lock down our these special features compared with the other. So we can be brought other vendor or product, okay, this to winning to gain your this winning opportunity. Okay, this we already highlight in our this tender spec, okay, for all the model equipment in SME. And basic, what is mean basic? We mean other hardware and software features request. Okay, which mean is quite standard. Okay, comparisons. Okay, very basic of the these features within this AP. So again, so you're able to see that, right? So even you from even those you can be see what is the meaning about grading, promotion, exclusive, and basic within our tender spec. Okay, and this is the material. Okay, this is the material has been shared to all our this principal already, not principal, distributed. So if you require this all the information, you can be asked for them as well. Okay, and this is another of the sample again from our CS86 series. So for those like the grading, we have been put some the tender control type compared with the Aruba and Cisco. We have been provided before to our this customer. Okay, our this even though for some of the project customer they direct grade from us, we also provide this for them as well. Okay, so that's all for my this sharing, okay, about our this reject tender making, okay, for this training. So any question so far? Because today they do have a 7 module, quite rush for my this training for today. I hope you're able to gain, and you need some time to digest as well. And the exam has been assigned to everyone just now. Okay, I try to take a look, see still have a new register people or not. Yes, just now I stopped in 66.